Hello everyone, and welcome to Laurence Plays. Ooh, that seems a little bit loud, and that's probably about right. Hello, welcome everyone, and welcome to XCOM 2, because it is I have no idea what day it is. This is Tuesday today, and that means it's XCOM time. Yes, here we go. And so we'll have finished the last stream at a point where there was another mission popping up. So we'll go in and have a look at what that is in a moment. But first, I want to do the usual sort of thing where I wander around and have a look at how my soldiers are getting on, how everything is going. Hello, hello Jabba, welcome. Right, so who have we got? Who's wounded? So we've got Persistent is actually wounded. Beth is shaken for 13 days. Wow, that's a long time. I'm trying to remember why. She's got a really low will over here, which I think is probably just she's been on too many missions and it was all a little bit too traumatic. Oh yes, because we had that we had to defend the Sky Ranger last time, didn't we? And then that was sort of a massive mission. It went on for ages and there were lots of enemies, so Beth's taken a massive will penalty from there. In fact, most of my high-end troops have, lots of the troops who I took on that have taken various levels of tiredness and so on, and are going to take a while to recover. Oh well, never mind, they'll be back with us fairly soon, and until then I guess we'll just have to make do with all the other people around. I mean, Cheese Wheel's still available, so we can blow stuff up. Pete's ready to run around everywhere, and we've got Peter and myself and so on, so we're probably going to be okay. I know I was supposed to have renamed a couple of these people, wasn't I? So, yes, Ice Pick here is supposed to be Blake. Let's do that right now because I've remembered. Character info, you are going to be Blake, and I'll just give you a nickname of Blake unless you have a better idea. And last name, Winton. Okay, let's just steal your Twitch, your YouTube name. Hello Tack, hello Tristan, hello Blake as well. I'm suspecting you're probably not female or Japanese. Where are you? Where would you like to be from? I can change that as well. And we'll get that. And we'll get this person in sort of to represent you reasonably well. But while I'm doing that, while I'm at it, I'll also go down here and rename Warden down here to Al, because I was supposed to do that. And I think this happened. I accidentally didn't save one of my one of the games at some point, and it's just lost information about. It lost everything I did, and that included renaming all of these characters. So you are going to be Al. Nickname can be Altrius, and last name can be, I don't know, Trius. That'll do. Okay, so that's another one. That's that one corrected, and yeah. So let's go and finish off Blake. Oh, here he is down here. Customize info, nationality Canada. There we go. Do we have a Canadian voice? We do not. I'm afraid you're going to have to sound American. Sorry about that. Oh well. And if you want to do any further, modifications, let me know, and we'll work something out between streams. So I'm not going to go any further now. Hello, Mark. I'm good to see you're here. You're not actually at my service, I'm afraid. You're still tired for the next 10 days, so you won't be going out on the next mission because you're not ready. However, what else have we got? We've got the improved vector rifles. That'll be done in 3 days, but she won't be able to use her improved vector rifle for 13 days and 10 days after that, whatever it was. So yeah, she's not going to be particularly this research over here isn't going to be particularly useful for a while. But never mind, we'll have that back soon. We've got skull mining going on over there. We've got a covert action going on that's a day out still. That's fine. Tips can probably be useful as long as they're not too spoilery. I will certainly listen and hopefully not get too upset. Right, so we have a landed UFO over here, which we're obviously going to have to go and deal with. So let's poke that one. So what are we getting here? We're getting an Andromedan, Troopers, Heavy Mech, Purifier, Shield Bearers, Archon, Elite Priestess. There are a couple of types of robotic enemies in there. So the blue screen rounds are going to be mildly useful, perhaps. Oh yes, I'm aware combat intelligence means you get you get more of the ability points, and therefore they go a bit further. It's a nice idea, but whilst there's been one or two covert actions that would have given me a small boost to them, it's not seemed. It's just been for one particular soldier, and therefore, I mean, not useless, but not as useful as some other things would be. This is my first time playing through Jabba, so it's been. What was I saying? Yeah, this is my first time playing XCOM 2, so I'm definitely a noob at it. I'm starting to learn how things are going, but I'm playing on a relatively easy difficulty level at the moment, and so things are going quite well for me, mostly. There's been a couple of failed missions, but I haven't had anyone killed for a while, touch wood. Yes, you're going in the yes, you have a 2-week recovery phase before your next mission, apparently. Yes, that sounds about right. So we need to go in and investigate this UFO. So let's head over there and land on the wrong landmass. Sure, why not? So who's it suggesting we should take? We're a bit specialist heavy here. We're not going to take you because you're not a real person. Yeah, we'll take Blake out for his first his first mission. That sounds good. Peter over here can be our medic. That seems fine. Let's free up all of the everythings. This set of troops looks pretty good, actually. We've got a sniper, we've got a medic, we've got 2 rangers, we've got a heavy, and then we've got a spare slot. So, okay, yeah, actually, technically, Jabba, I should probably admit that this is actually my second game. I got a few missions into my first one, and I was basically playing on too hard a difficulty level. So, yeah, I thought better start over again and try and not suck, basically. But yes, it is a lot of fun. I'm very much enjoying it, and I will be very tempted to play through again once I finish this run. Maybe try and find some mods to make things a little bit different. Ooh, tact. Yes. Do we want what? You're a specialist. We've already got a specialist. So if I take you, I'll have to ditch Peter. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. It would be good to get you some more experience. All right, let's do that. So we'll get rid of Peter because I don't want to take. There's no point in taking 2 specialists. Basically, I've got quite a lot of sort of cosmetic and quality. No, I've got quite a lot of quality of life mods. So things like, I don't know if any of them are visible right from here, but there's quite a lot of things that just give me a bit more information while I'm playing. But I've tried not to add any mods that would change the game around. So it should still be, everything should still be exactly everything should still be normal, except that I get a bit more information without having to go around rummaging quite so much for it. So we've got. I think I'm very tempted to take Al on this one, except he's wounded for another 3 days. Okay, I won't be taking him then. Maybe Sophia. Some more explodings would be quite handy. I feel like we're going in on this one with absolutely no subtlety whatsoever, but that's not really a problem. Yeah, let's take Sophia along and have twice as much stuff we can blow up. That sounds like a good plan to me. Now I've already got 2 rangers. Having a 3rd ranger would be definitely be overkill. I mean, 3 rangers would be quite fun and potentially work quite well, but no. And also, let's take that tier 1 shotgun away from Blake, because that is not a weapon we want to be taking out with us at this stage of the game. You've got warden armor at least already, but we'll take the shotgun away from you and we'll give you. Does the plasma caster come with aim buffs? It does. Let's go. Alright, let's give you the bolt caster. I'm not normally a great fan of the bolt caster because of the because it only has a single shot. But I think having one with the bolt caster and one with something a bit more variable could be quite useful. Yes, so far I've killed. Have I killed 1 or 2 of the chosen? I've definitely killed the. Yeah, I've just killed 1 chosen so far. I've killed the hunter. Yeah, war pairs. I can tell what you've been reading recently, Tristan. Yeah, you're quite right. I don't have a lot of special friends available at the moment, so we'll have to deal with it without. And also, it's quite good to take some of the lower level people along, because then maybe they'll actually make friends with someone as well, and we can get a few more bonded pairs up and running. I wish I'd known about them a bit more in advance, actually, because then I'd have tried to come up with slightly more sensible. Sets of troops. Right, you need the med kit. You've got the rocket launcher there. You're just taking a big. Well, you've got 2 grenades. Let's give you blue screen rounds as well, because I do like being able to shred the robots if I can manage it. Pete's got Talon rounds. That's pretty good for him. Bagel's got a grenade. It's not so useful. I'm tempted. Part of me wants to give. I can replace that with a skulljack, so you can have the skulljack and the med kit instead of a grenade. That seems quite good, because I tend to do all the blowing up with the heavies anyway. So I think, yeah, I'm okay with that. No, the bolt caster's feature is that it's a single shot weapon. So replacing it with a so giving it an expanded magazine would be, sadly, would be a bit of a nonsense, and it won't I don't think it'll let me do that. So that's all the utility items. I'm pretty happy with that now. Got the rocket launcher there. Oh, I need to give Bagel the spider suit. Oh, he's already got the spider suit and the dark lantern. Okay, since Mark's not coming on this mission, we'll give him the dark claw as well as the dark lance. That's a little bit drastic, but that's that's fine. I think that's all probably okay. Oh, let's check. Quick check to make sure everyone's carrying suitably improved weapons. Yes, you haven't got an improved beam cannon. You can have an improved beam cannon. I want to make sure TAC has an upgraded plasma rifle, one with a stock on it, because I like using the specialists for the guaranteed mop-up kills for people who've got very, very little health left. They're good at that, because then it doesn't matter if you've got to give them a stock. It doesn't matter how good or bad their aim is. Pete currently has a prototype plasma rifle, which that's the good one. That's the one that is sort of just is slightly better. It's got a scope and a repeater. Okay, sure, that's fine. We've got a heavy arm. Got that one. Yep, I think we're good to go. Let's head out and see what we can do. 3 rangers, 2 pistoliers, and a medic. Yeah, I like having a sniper, especially now that I've got the dark lance, because they can do a lot of damage from a long way away. But I suppose you could use a pistolier as an emergency sniper if you wanted to. I do like the rangers because they get run and gun, they get run and sword, and they get rapid fire. So they are really, really good for covering a lot of distance and then doing a lot of damage.
It took some work, but apparently the resistance managed to disable a UFO that set down.
Putting stocks on grenadiers is a nice idea. I think I like having the what do you call? I like having the scopes on those, so just generally so they're more likely to hit. It's sort of approaching the same problem from the opposite direction. Right, so this is a straight up go in and kill all of the aliens, and we start in concealment, which is nice. We start on top of a building, which is mildly interesting, but okay, sure, I'll take that. Let's lead on with Pete because he moves very, very quickly. I like my rangers to be fast. Because again, it's all about that mobility thing. Since we're hidden, let's move them to here. And get an eye up the battlefield over on this side. There we go. So there's an Andromedan over there. We're definitely going to want to wreck that, but not just yet. So let's move Bagel up to here. Now, because he's got the Dark Lance, he could start shooting now and use the the amazing ability of the Dark Lance that gives you allows you to shoot a sniper rifle even when you've already moved once. But to be honest, I don't want to start shooting yet. I don't want to start the party. I want to get us all into into sensible positions where we can do useful stuff, and then we'll start. Well, we'll probably start by firing a rocket at them or lobbing a grenade at them. To be honest, because that tends to be how I roll. We'll get everyone up here and put them all in cover so that they're ready to mess stuff up in a moment or two. And by in a moment or two, I mean next turn. Yeah, you see, scope and stock it's a nice idea. I can see why you would do it, because it means you've got a better chance of hitting. But if you miss, then you're still going to do some damage. However, I kind of feel that's wasting it a little bit, because it means that if you do. Because you're less likely to miss, therefore the stock isn't getting as much benefit. And ideally you wouldn't need it. Okay, they're all still nicely bunched up and smashing trees. Oh, and here comes another pod. Nice. Okay. Does Pete have the maintain concealment trick? Probably not. Because he's not that sort of ranger. He's not a Reaper at all, in fact. Okay, so if I lob in a grenade here, they will then spot Pete, which is not ideal. Presumably nobody else can see any of them. No. So if I move Pete back out of the way, if I move Pete back to here, then we can probably blow that pod up without alerting this one. So let's do that. We'll get Pete back over here. attacking one pod at a time is always the way to go. So now we've lost sight of them. And that means we can get someone down here, like Cheese Wheel, to wake up these guys with a plasma grenade. And we'll try and blow up some of the cover around them as well. I'm tempted to open up the side of the UFO, but I think that's probably a bad idea because then we might disturb some more aliens that way. So let's just blow them up and shred and wreck all of their cover. So that's going to nearly kill both of the troopers. It's going to half shred the Andromedan, and also do a very, very small amount of damage to him. Now, secret option number 2 is to just straight up shoot, and Cheese Wheel has shred. So let's have a quick think about that. I mean, it would mean that, oh, this isn't Cheese Wheel, this is Saphir. But the point stands, they've both got shred. So if we shoot from here, it's only 79% to hit though, and I don't feel like that's a good way of starting things off. Maybe Cheese Wheel instead. Yeah, Cheese Wheel could do fire weapon, 89% to hit. Could do chain shot, which would be 74% to hit, but potentially twice, and that might be an immediate kill. Or, ooh, here's an idea. Saturation fire, guaranteed hit on all 3 of them, and kill both of the troopers, and then we can mop up the Andromedan at our leisure. Okay, I like this plan. Yeah, let's just do that. I mean, it's a bit of a... Oh, and it's a skill that respawns as well, so if we spend a little bit of time messing around on this map, we'll be able to use it again on another pod at some point. So, yes, I'm suddenly very much in favour of Saturation Fire, because it does more damage than the grenade would to each of them. It does a lot more damage to the Andromedan because it shreds so much. And it doesn't use limited ammunition, so it's just straight up better. So, yeah, Saturation Fire on those 3. Here we go. Nice. We're revealed, but, you know, that was kind of expected. And we've woken up the Andromedan. It was immune to fire. Fine. Okay, so now we've got an Andromedan in a hole over here, and we need to deal with it. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to save Saphir for when it goes into its second phase, when it turns into a robot, because he's got blue screen rounds, I think. Yes, he's got the blue screen rounds. So, we want somebody else who can do 11 points of damage, ideally. And here we've got 100% to hit, and 9 to 11, or alternatively we could do Deadeye, which is 94% to hit and a 13 to 60. That's a crazy amount of damage. I mean, I am not complaining, but yeah, let's pop that Andromedan. There we go, 21 damage, nice. It's a shame the carried over damage doesn't continue doing extra damage to the Andromedan robot thing. That's a bit of a shame, but oh well. You think I'm good? You think I tactically think this is one of the rare occasions where things go well for me. My slight concern about moving Saphir down here is that he's then going to be. Yes, he's going to have. Actually, there's no point in getting into a flanking position because you can't. He can't. It's a big enemy, so it doesn't take cover. At least it isn't. It's a dumb enemy now, so it doesn't take cover. So there we go. We have a 95% to hit, 13 to 15 damage. So I'd say that's virtually a 2/3 chance of just straight up getting the kill. And I have still half my squad who haven't done anything yet. If it doesn't work, so yeah, sure. Let's give this one to Saphir probably. There we go. Nice straight up 15. I do like blue screen rounds on Grenadiers when they manage to hit something, and he very much managed to hit something. Okay, so now we've dealt with that pod extremely efficiently. I'm very, very happy with that. We do have another pod coming through over here. So there was a priest in there, and I don't know what else is in that pod. I've pulled back a bit, so they won't be able to see us. They can't see us at the moment. But if they carry on patrolling forwards, they might come within range, so we might be able to get some shots off at them. My sniper has gone, so he's not going to be able to do anything. But I've still got both rangers who've both got reasonably ranged weapons. They're not carrying shotgun type weapons because I haven't researched the shard gun yet, which is presumably a bit like a shard blade made from spren and all that sort of thing. And I've got two plasma rifles and a crossbow who can take pot shots at anyone who comes over from there. So I think I'm just going to stick these guys on Overwatch because I'm not going to advance with only half of my squad available. Oh yes, of course, Bagel gets a long watch as well because he got a kill from above. So yeah, these guys are in trouble. Oh, it's a shield bearer, not a priest. Alright, maybe they're not in trouble because Pete can't hit stuff. The shield bearer has... Oh, no, it is a priest. I take it back. It is a priest. I was confused by the amount of shielding, my amount of armor he had. Okay, you get an aim bonus with that gun, so nice. 12 damage. Not so nice. But the stock still got me some damage there, and that gave the kill to Bagel. Lovely. Oh, so there's a priest and a shield bearer. Okay, that's why I was getting confused. Yeah, I do enjoy it when things go tactically well. Oh. Okay, now we have a timer. Now we have a time limit. Now, because I'm playing on slightly cheaty, no, not cheaty mode. I'm playing on the on thinky tactical slow motion mode, where you get twice as many turns. So I would like to see if I can finish this in 6, but if not, I won't be too upset. Oh, and this is an alien response. I wasn't listening to what Bradford said, so I don't know whether this is going to how bad it's going to be if I wait. Okay, so we have a 94% to hit. I assume that's with a sword. Yes, it is. 6 to 8. Okay, yeah, that's with the armor. So Blake is not going to have any chance of hitting if he reloads. So we've got some options here. We've got some options here with Blake. We can either reload his crossbow and fire, but because of this tree, he's not going to have much chance of getting a hit and a kill. We could throw in a grenade, which will blow up the tree and then make it a really easy shot for everyone else. We get somebody else to throw in a grenade, not you. Ooh, could we? No, we can't. We can't get in and skulljack. That's a shame. Because Saphir. No, who is this? Attack is too far away. The unlike the sword, the skulljack is not a move and attack. Move. The attack does not include a move, so the enemy needs to be in your blue range for you to be able to skulljack them, which is why I haven't skulljacked all that many enemies yet. Other possibilities are to do stuff like dropping grenades, like this, and again blowing the tree up and giving people like Blake an easier shot. However, I'm thinking, let's go full ranger on this guy. Let's come over here and do a slash attack like this. 94% to hit. It's about almost certainly going to hit, and it's going to take him down to half health. And then, assuming I don't see any enemies with him, I can then consider bringing Pete in from the other side to finish him, or perhaps shoot with absolutely everybody else. And the chances are somebody will get a hit. Hey, Sophia, welcome. Oh, and thank you for your resub on last week. I think I forgot to say then, or rather, no, it's not forgot to say. I didn't see the message pop up. So yes, thank you for the resub.
Hard target, minimal damage.
So no, Skulljack. With Skulljack, I can't. So I've got a specialist here with a Skulljack. He can't move to here and then use the Skulljack. It's not available. There's nobody within. There's no targets available for Skulljacking. Maybe if he had run and gun, he would be able to do it. But he's a specialist, so he doesn't get it as standard, unfortunately. He does have a 39% chance to hit this guy. And since he's a relatively low rank, I think I'd like to give the kill. Yes, I'd like to give the kill to him if I can. Oh yes, it is. All right, let's give that a try. Let's run and that's a good point. I didn't expect him to have run and gun because specialists don't normally have run and gun. So let's do that. Best case, he can do a skulljack from here because the skulljack is always entertaining. Worst case, he'll get over there and he can just shoot the guy in the face because he's got run and gun. Did I hit run and gun? Yes, I did.
Got it. Moving.
And worst case, Pete can come over and poke him with a sword. So from here, I'd like. Apparently, run and gun is not run and skulljack. So go figure. Or maybe you. Yes, you're right, Gildarth. He did have run and gun, but apparently run and gun doesn't work with skulljacks. So we're just going to shoot him, and because we're right here, his odds are pretty good, should we say? So we'll just do that. I mean, it does make me wonder why I'm carrying these skulljacks around now that I've done all of the plot relevant stuff that involves them, or at least the plot relevant stuff that I did that involved them. But never mind. Okay, I'm now going to run Pete all the way over here to get the loot, because you never know, it might be some good loot. And he can then, if he's not going to open the door, so he's going to be, and he's probably going to be in a pretty good position, and Bagel can give him covering fire anyway. So I think running Pete over here is pretty safe. Now, granted, I do have another turn to get the loot after this one, but might as well. Laser sight, superior autoloader. That was. No, I don't have anyone who specifically needs that at the moment, but you know, it might come in useful. I might be able to find somebody it's useful for, because Bagel already has a superior autoloader, I think. Yes, there we go, 3 free reloads, so he's absolutely fine. Right, now we continue with the advancing. Let's try and stick over to this side of the map, I think. Yes, YouTube has a habit. So I've noticed this over the years of streaming. YouTube, I think if there's a slight hiccup in the stream for whatever reason, YouTube pauses and carries on from where it got to, whereas Twitch will jump forwards ever so slightly. So because I think and I believe this is because Twitch is meant for streaming, YouTube is meant for watching videos. So they have slightly different philosophies. So basically, if you find yourself a little bit behind on YouTube, if you put it up to play the video at 1.5 times speed or even double speed, then it'll catch up and you'll be more or less live again. Unfortunately, it's a thing you need to do every so often, just because of I put it down to how YouTube works. I think I'm probably going to leave Bagel here for a little bit longer, because he's got quite a good position up here with the elevation, and. That's everybody, so we're just going to do an Overwatch now with those two. Okay, so at the moment now we play What is a Door? I think these things are not doors. Those definitely. Oh, okay. Here we go. We get a nice convenient icon when I mouse over them to tell me what a door is. All right, that answers that question. These are definitely not doors. These are definitely doors. So I guess we'll bring the Rangers forward, because that's what they're for, and we'll rack them up around the doorways, ready to breach in a future turn. So bring Pete to there, and then leave Bagel alone for a moment. Blake, let's get you a reload.
Locked and loaded.
And then I guess I'll hop forwards to there because you're still in cover, but you can't get any closer at the moment. You see, this is the problem with the with the boltcaster. I keep calling it a bowcaster, but that's probably remaining residual Star Wars nerdery. We'll bring Blake, no, him over here, and let's bring Blake Tack up as the other. Actually, no, let's not. Let's bring Cheese Wheel in, because I think having the heavies up close like this is going to be more useful. And I do generally feel that the specialist is a support character, and therefore should be kept a little bit further back and used for sort of, well, providing support. Funnily enough, at this point, I don't think there's any point in having my sniper up there. Let's put him down here, where he might be able to see something useful inside the UFO, and if not, if he can't see anything useful from there, we might be able to nudge him across a little bit and put him somewhere a little bit more convenient. So we're not going to breach this turn. We're probably not going to breach next turn, because we still need to move Blake over to here. And now it's not his fault he's got left behind. That's because he's got the boltcaster, which is a slow weapon. No problem, Gildarth. I am happy to help, especially if it helps you join in the conversation a little bit more sensibly, or chronologically appropriately. Right, so there we go. That's that. So now we'll run him over to here. I mean, at this point, I could just straight up open the door, have a look inside, see what's going on. But I think we've still even got 4 turns left before the even before the default vanilla, in inverted commas, time limit. So I think we're probably all right. Maybe I'll move Bagel again though. So we'll get him over to here somewhere, and from here, he's going to be able to shoot into the UFO a bit more effectively, I think.
Got it. Moving.
Yeah, perhaps what it should be, Jabba, is that when they take damage, they sort of not quite the same as the bleed out mechanic, but the damage gets worse over time if they don't get healed, and so rather than the specialist giving them a discount if they do manage to heal them, you get a penalty if you haven't managed to heal them. Although if you have a specialist, then when you get back into the Sky Ranger should count as healing them, I think. Well, actually, you should probably have a medkit inside the Sky Ranger anyway. So, yeah, it's the number of turns between them getting wounded and them getting healed. Counts as sort of each turn like that adds a day on or something like that. I don't have saturation fire back yet, which is a shame, but I do have lots of explosives remaining, so we should be able to do lots of exciting greetings. Oh, here we go. Here are the enemies. Okay, so the mech has gone on Overwatch. Behind a window, a firing window, which is interesting. Over here we've got a purifier who's tucked away behind a wall, which is unhelpful. And over here, that's another. Is that another? Yeah, it's another shield bearer. So, I mean, and this is on Overwatch, so nobody's going to be moving this until we've done something about it. However, Cheese Wheel has 100% to hit, so I mean, I feel like it would be silly not to. This is not going to be a kill because there's a 0% chance of a crit. I could go chain shot and it'd be 92% chance, but no, I think we'll just go for the normal shot here, and then perhaps give the kill to somebody else. Not sure who at this point. Who? But actually, let's think about this slightly more carefully. So nobody's going to be able to shoot this guy because he's got some really good cover. However, Sophia could drop in a grenade here, which would wreck the walls, and then somebody else could shoot him. I don't want to send the Rangers in for the stabby because he might explode because he's a purifier, and nobody wants a purifier exploding in their face. So, making a plan. Yes, if we get Cheese Wheel to chain shot this mech, then the mech is dead. We can then have Sophia drop a bomb here to take out all of these walls and seriously damage the purifier. Then Bagel can probably finish the purifier off without any difficulty, and then Team Ranger can run over here and play pokey pokey with their swords on the shield bearer who's hidden up at the back. And hopefully we won't discover any more enemies in the ship while we're doing it. But I guess we'll deal with that when we get to it if we have to. So we need to start off with Cheese Wheel doing the chain shot on the mech because she needs to lead because the mech's on Overwatch. And that's quite a lot of planning for me. I'm kind of impressed with myself. So there we go. That's done 10 damage, and that's done another 15. So we've done 25 out of 14. I'd call that dead. Oh, we've got Tack back here as well. So you're my emergency ace in the hole, as it were. So now we need Sophia to open the door. These heavies are really earning their... Sorry, not heavies. Grenadiers are really earning their keep today. They do massive amounts of damage to basically everything. So, I do like the Grenadiers. When you get the right sort of... ignoring his Swedish tartan, I do like the Grenadiers. No, he's still got 8 health left. That's quite a lot, actually. But that's okay because we have the ludicrous gun over here. Yes, I like the damage output and the just sheer effectiveness, sheer damage output of the Grenadiers. It's amazing.
What did you expect?
And I also quite like the Bagel's unlocked Colonel rank. Well done there. And I like the mobility. I really like the mobility of the Rangers as well. As you can see, these are the sort of things I'm taking lots and lots of advantage of in this mission. So if we run around to here, then we've got a better chance. No, actually, let's move him to. Let's do it from. I can't really. Yeah, let's go from here because then there's a slightly smaller chance of triggering any other enemy pods if there are any around. So we'll run over there, do a stabby. We could do a run and gun and rapid fire, but no, I think just swording him to death is probably fine. Oh, I should have led with Pete because Pete is already the higher rank, and then Blake could have got the kill. That was a mistake. Oh well, not a serious mistake, but yeah, he's got rapid fire and run and gun, so we could do that. But I think the not the throwing axe, the slash attack. It depends what for, Jabba. I mean, I'd say overall, by a fairly significant margin, the Reaper is the one I've used the most, simply for her scouting abilities. The Templar is far better offensively, far better at any sort of offensive stuff. Is that everyone? No, it's not everyone. Interesting. The Templar I feel is probably the best for doing sort of damage. The skirmishers are quite good for their mobility because they've got the grappling hook, but otherwise I'd say they're probably the weakest. Yeah, I'd say the Reapers are probably the ones I'm most fond of, simply because having a scout who just stays stealthed essentially all the time is so useful. Since Pete has implacable, let's run him forwards a little bit. I mean untouchable, not implacable. Since he has untouchable, let's use implacable to move him forwards like that. Okay, so we have dealt with we've dealt with 3 pods now. There was the Andromedan pod over here, there was the Advent pod over here, and then the mech pod in here. So there is still one more pod somewhere. And not knowing where it is, I think my best tactic at this point is going to be to sort of try and bring my squad back together so they can provide support for each other. Because I could send Pete running forwards out here to see if there's anything out here, but then if he does find something, he's going to be in an awkward position. So I think yes, let's advance the rest of the squad forwards and try and get them into good positions of good cover like this. That's not a position of good cover. It's only got the steps are not cover. Damn it. Oh.
I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at their flight computer. Ours could probably use some updates.
Okay. Oh, the distress beacon's around there. I should run some... Actually, second thoughts, or third thoughts, let's run Pete over here and deactivate the distress beacon. Because that way... Yeah, if we do this... his hacking skills aren't amazing, but he should be able to do this part. Wait, this is what... Cancel that. Because, you know, I have somebody who's supposed to be good for the hacking stuff. It's sort of one of the things we bring him along for. So if we run you forwards to... Where can you blue move to? You can blue move to here, and you should be able to... Oh, I don't know. Actually, let's just bring you all the way forwards to here. You're not in cover, but we're not going to see any enemies from here. So, yeah, so we'll get you to do the hack. And if we can get that 20% hack skill boost, that would be extremely useful. What was the other option, though? Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more like it. Now we had guaranteed to deactivate the beacon. Even if I'd used Pete, who doesn't know one end of a keyboard from the other, apparently, we'd have still got this one, but we wouldn't have got the useful things over here. So there's not a very good chance of getting the resistance broadcast. But this one, increasing a specialist's hacking stat permanently by 20 is a really good one to go for. So that's definitely very worth having. We'll take that and see if he can manage it. And yes, he can. And it looks like we would have got the resistance broadcast as well, but I think that was actually a more useful one to get. So yes, we've upgraded Tack's hacking skill, which is very useful. I think we've done that certainly with Peter, and we've done it with you now, and I think we might have done it with persistence as well. I don't remember for certain, but that. Yeah, there we go. So that means I did that in plenty of time for the timer. The aliens are now a little bit more interested in us because they've noticed us turning the beacon off. So they know. I guess maybe that means they know we're in here. I don't know exactly how the rules work in this game. But let's move people forward into positions where if any aliens do show their faces, we can do something about removing their faces from their heads, bodies, knees and toes, wherever. Bagel needs a free reload. There we go. I could put. Yeah, I think with the what's it called? Advanced, the superior auto-loader thing. I feel like he doesn't really need to have an expanded magazine because he's got 9 shots before he has to spend any time on reloading. So that's pretty good. And also, I don't think you get to upgrade the Dark Lance, so it's irrelevant anyway. Blake, let's put you here. On the assumption that the enemies are most likely to come through that door.
On my way.
Cheese Wheel can probably see over there. Blake, no, Tack has finished moving. These two don't. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Everyone has at least blue moved, haven't they? Yes. So Overwatch. I wish I hadn't moved Pete to there now. To be honest, I should have left him a bit further back. But nothing's come through. All right. Let's move up to the door and get ready and be ready to breach, because I don't want to. I want to move people up a little bit more first before I breach and get them into slightly better positions. Is that cover? No, it's not a position of cover. I guess there is. Let's put Tack in over there.
Let's do this.
Cheese Wheel can go up here. Sophia, you can go there.
Finally.
And Bagel, where are you? You. You can move to here, and then you can sort of see over the top of there as well. It's not the best cover, but it'll do. Right, and Overwatch for everyone, please.
Scanning. On Overwatch. Got it covered. Overwatch. I'm on it. What was that sound?
Yeah, we know they're through there. Well, they might be in this room. They might actually be out the other side of the UFO entirely. But from here, we can at least find out. Let's open the door, get on the floor, and maybe shoot some dinosaurs.
One of them came back for more. Let's make sure
Oh, it's the Archon King.
we've got a chance to take this thing down once and for all, Commander.
That's some nice blade storm work there, Pete. Well done. Very, very unimpressed. Right, this is awkward because these guys cheat like what's namery, and every time any of my soldiers do anything at all, they get to move or they get to do a thing. So I think has your chain shot respawned yet? No, it hasn't. I need another turn for that. How about you? You haven't got a chain shot. He's only got one piece of armor, and he's taken all this damage from last time. So. But last time we hit him as hard as we could. We managed to take off about 40% of his health, 43% of his health to be precise. So these guys are difficult because they just keep doing stuff even when it's not their turn, which seems very, very unfair. So let's use some of the free actions first, like throwing the. I didn't bring any freeze grenades because I didn't realise I was going to be facing the Archon King, and the freeze grenades aren't as effective as they should be either, which is very upsetting. That's true, yes. Yeah, seeing the Archon King when it's just him and, okay, this guy over here is much better than finding him and a load of enemies at the same time. So, I'm going to take a free action because I believe taking a free action attack doesn't give the Archon King an extra go. So we'll take this because it's free. And apparently we'll straight up miss with it. So that's well done, Pete. Then we'll do rapid fire. Do I have anyone else? I don't think I have anyone else with a free action. Let's have a quick look. Oh, we've got lightning hands, but Bagel can't see him at the moment. So if we can get him to... If we can... Ooh, here's a thought. Who's this? This is Blake. Yeah, if we put a mimic beacon here, then maybe the Archon King will attack that instead of attacking us. I like this plan. Let's put out a mimic beacon. It's probably going to count as a turn, but he gets to do a reaction. And we get Blade Storm from Blake, which misses because Blade Storm. The Archon King has come in here now, which is... Oh, nope, he has kidnapped Blake. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. I was under the impression that wasn't how this worked. Okay. Our biggest damage dealer at this point is probably going... Ooh, let's do a lightning hands because now we can. There we go. That's made him drop Blake, which is good. It's done 5 damage as well. Are you just going to stay up there? Yes, you apparently are. Pete, can you see him? And no, you can't. You can only see that guy. All right. Well, we'll come back to you then. I could do a Deadeye shot against him. That's a 75% to hit and a lot of damage. And it should bring him back down again. And then I guess we'll see what happens. Oh yes, the Reaper. Yeah, yes, the Reaper with the. Yes, I would. Yes, the Reaper with the expanded magazine and banish is amazing against the Chosen and against the Rulers. Unfortunately, my Reaper is currently very, very tired, so she couldn't come on this mission. I think this with the, probably with so Deadeye gains me about 5 points of damage, but takes it from a basically almost guaranteed hit to not so guaranteed. Oh. Yes, Sophia, YouTube tends to lag a bit. It's because, I was sort of explaining this earlier, but if you run the video at 1.5 or double speed for a little while until it catches up again, then it'll bring you back up to with Twitch and with everyone else. So, yes, I recommend setting YouTube running at 1.5 times speed until it catches up. I think I'm going to take the virtually guaranteed hit, even though it does less damage, because the Ruler is going to react, and that's going to be annoying, so we'll take this one. Great! Oh, for goodness sake, you dodged it. A little less cheating would be nice. What's he going to do? Nothing. Okay. Right, Pete, have you got a better chance with your rapid fire now? Like a chance... Okay, I'll take a 73% chance with this one, I think. I think this is probably worth it. Because if we get two hits in, it'll be fantastic. Oh, okay, apparently I just... Oh, he's got the repeater. The Steam achievement. There we go, the executor. So he got the... Well, that's convenient. Right, that was rather spoiled because the Steam achievement popped up before he did the shooting. Oh dear, well done, Pete. I take back my earlier rudenesses about your Bladestorm efforts. Okay, so now we just have a generic, boring Archon to deal with. You can't see it, but if we bring you over to here, 18 health. That's not. We're not going to be able to single shot it. Let's take this. Take this shot. 8 to 10. Okay, we'll take that one, and then we'll let Sophia get the finisher on him, I think. Or alternatively, we'll only do 3 damage because we apparently can't shoot straight. We've now upset the Archon, but never mind. Bring you over here, Sophia. Now, if you could actually hit him this time, that'd be good. Yep, that looks like. Well, I can't say Sophia, but I've got your message just then. So double holo targeted now, so he's going to be a really easy hit for I guess Tack, because he's the one we've got left. So if we move you to the. Yes, if we move you to there, you could... Okay, the Archons don't take cover, that's fine. So move you to there so you can actually see it. And then shoot, and you should have a really good... Yes, 100% hit, because we've double holo targeted it. Although, interestingly, it only shows up once. But he's really close, so, you know, it's an easy shot. So we'll just take that. Boom! There we go. And that's the kill. Right. Well done, us. Pat on our backs. So just secure the UFO. It took us 9 turns. That's not too bad, I don't think. 11 killed. No wounded. No kill. None of our soldiers killed. Flawless. So let's have a look at the stats. Good. I'm good. I'm glad it's working a bit better now, Sphere. That's great. So Cheese Wheel got 3 kills, 51 damage. That'd be that chain shot from in there somewhere in the middle. That's fantastic. Sitting there's not too bad. Well, oh, and she got the Kill Stealer award for killing stealing kills. Tack, you got 2 kills, 17 damage. Not too bad, but then I mean you're a specialist. You're not supposed to be a heavy damage doer. You're supposed to patch up our guys when they've been damaged and finish off the enemies, which is exactly what you did there. I'm surprised you didn't get the Kill Steal award actually, because I kind of pass it on to you. Yes, the Alien Rulers are part of. Is it the Alien Rulers DLC? It is part of one of the DLCs anyway. Yes. Is there an option to increase difficulty mid-game? Not as far as I'm aware, but I'm very tempted to play this. Once I finish it, I'm very tempted to almost immediately do another run, but perhaps obviously on a harder difficulty, and then perhaps with some mods to make it a bit different. Maybe one of the big Star Wars total conversions or something like that. 2 kills for Pete, well done there. 3 kills for Bagel, which apparently gets him MVP. I'm not quite sure why, but sure. 6 out of 6 shot accuracy, but that's pretty good. Who's this? Oh, Blake doesn't have a picture for some reason. That's weird. Oh, maybe this is your... Oh, it's because it's your first mission. We haven't taken a photo of you yet, so let's get a photo of you. Yeah, that'll do. So we got that nice picture, and then we've got Sophia got 1 kill, 27 damage, 2 hits out of 2. That's certainly respectable. And then we're back to Cheese Wheel. So back and take mission photo because we need these for the need these for the thumbnail for next week's stream. A little bit more. We'll do this one with you guys at the bottom of the picture because I need 1 with them at the bottom and 2 with them at the top of the picture for the rest of where the rest of the background and stuff goes. So there we go. Lovely. There's a photo. Yeah, Blake, you're going to be famous now. You've joined the squad. All right, and continue. The other thing, actually, Mark, you're saying, is there a way to increase difficulty mid-game? The thing about XCOM is it actually gets easier as you get further into it, because you get more abilities, more things you can do, and your troops get better at shooting. Sure, the enemies get tougher, but also you get better as well. So, yeah. Do we have a most under fire? Oh, Blake was most under fire because he got grabbed by the Archon King, I guess. But we rescued him pretty damn quickly, so that's alright. And also, I did lots of talking about my... you do come across enemies like sectopods, but Cheesewheel managed to solo a sectopod in one turn in the last run, so they're not actually that scary. I mean, okay, they are scary if you don't, but they're scary in a sort of, when you see them, you have to deal with them quickly. But you can, yeah, they're not that impossible to deal with. Yeah, I've heard of Long War. Maybe there is a Long War of the Chosen as well, and I'm aware of. So yeah, maybe that would be a good one to go for. So we have covering fire and threat assessment. I think I'm going to go for covering fire. I don't love either of them, but I don't use aid protocol very often. But I do put people on Overwatch quite often, so we'll take that. Yes, I've heard. I think I've heard of them both. I never play. I have played the original. No, the first new XCOM. I didn't play Long War in that, but I am tempted to play Long War of the Chosen because I am enjoying this quite a lot. A sectopod and a gatekeeper. Oof, that's pretty nasty. That's just because it's such a plasma sponge. They've got so much health. It's going to take forever to deal with them. Okay, so we've got Bagel Spect as a sharpshooter, as a sniper, sorry, rather than as a gunslinger. So I think Serial is going to be the one to go for here because this does sound amazing. I mean, potentially, he could take out 9 relatively weak enemies with his sniper rifle in a single turn. So it's hard to say no. Fanfire would be nice as well, sure, but I think I think Serial is the better one to take. And then we'll go over and see if we can give him Fanfire as well out of his ability points. No, he's only got 9. That probably won't be enough for Fanfire. That sounds like an expensive one. Okay, so yes, we have done.
Covered another of Dr. Valen's modified alien test subjects. We should begin an autopsy as soon as possible.
Okay, I was going to say, blimey, that's a lot of loot because the scroll bar up here was so small. But no, this is everything. So you got superior autoloader, fine, or maybe find someone else to give that to. A laser sight, which is, yeah, wouldn't say no. Quite a lot of loot actually. This is rather nice. The extra alien alloys and Lyrium crystals and Illyrium cores, that'll come in useful, and the supplies. I wish we had more of these downed UFOs. That was a really profitable mission. And yes, we can now do the Archon King autopsy. So we might be able to make flight suits. That sounds quite nice. Having a having a sniper just sort of floating way up over the battlefield and picking people off from an amazing distance sounds really rather useful. Okay, so that is a mission done. Let us have a look at the what scanning options are available over here. So we have guess another engineer. That's potentially good. What else? What other options have we got? So we've got get an engineer in 8 days. Alien alloys. We have a lot of alloys at the moment because we just got a load from that mission. So I probably won't go for that one. And we've got an intel one over here. Got quite a lot of intel. There's only 3 days left on that. So let's go after the intel. And then probably go after the engineer because whilst I don't desperately need engineers. As you can see from here, I've got most of my engineer slots are reasonably full. I've got 2 in the resistance comms. I've got 1 in the infirmary who drifts around as necessary. I don't know, Sophia. That's the first alien ship we've encountered. But I think the point is that in the first XCOM. The aliens are invading, so they're attacking with sort of large troop ships to deploy lots and lots of troops. In this one, they're already here, so anything that's moving around is just going to be smaller craft. So the equivalent of the battleships and things is when you go off and attack the Chosen's HQs or any of all the facilities and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a fair point. The facilities aren't anything like as big as the battleships were. They're just a small building in a big sort of area of land. So the nearest, I guess, is probably going to be the Chosen strongholds. Those are effectively equivalent to the battleships from before. And we still can't do the negative trait removal because everybody's injured. Or I say everybody, all the people with negative traits are currently injured. So I guess well, let's have a look at actually which of my soldiers are a bit scaredy. So we've got these 2 down here, and they are Fear of the Chosen, and Fear of the Chosen. So both these two, they obviously with their bond, they've just been encouraging each other with their terrors. So we're gonna it's gonna be a long time till we can get them ready to go again. And I want to have the Reaper available for doing for attacking the assassin stronghold, because she's got what do we call it? Banish, where she can fire 6 shots into the Chosen, and I think she's also the nemesis of the Chosen, or whatever it is they call them. So so I'd like to get rid of that. So that means we're going to need to wait 13 days for it to stop shaking, and then another several days to get rid of that Fear of the Chosen before we go in. So it's going to be a while until we can do the assassin mission, but that is on my list of things I would like to do sooner rather than later. Other than that, we've got her improved vector rifle that'll be ready in three adversary. Okay, thank you. Nemesis, adversary. They all kind of work. Over here in the training center, why are you flashing at me? Is it a bond improvement? Okay, let's get Mark and Bagel to improve their soldier bond. Only take them 6 days. That's not too bad. And that'll turn them into best friends, which means you get the two passing around of turns thing available, which is fantastically useful. Interestingly, only one of them has come in here, unless that's Pete. Now, I was going to say, let's have a look at Bagel's skills in here. So we've got Fanfire, it's 15 ability points. He's also got Blast Padding, which is not really necessary, given that I tend to play with keeping my sniper at the back. Fanfire, potentially useful, but not a high priority. Salvo, not remotely useful. Not remotely useful. Mildly useful, 12 ability points. That's kind of worth having, but he doesn't usually get into a position where he's using the pistol very much. But it would be actually with the Dark Lance, that actually becomes even more useful, because he could fire the pistol and then fire the Dark Lance. Yeah, see, actually, let's take that. It takes 3 points out of the XCOM pool, but never mind. Yeah, that is actually worth having. I think when I get people promoted to Colonel, I like to have a bit of a look through their skills and see if there's anything else that's worth buying them. Like Rupture, for example, it feels like a good idea, but I don't think I'd use it very often. If she's in a position to shoot somebody, she's probably going to use Chain Shot, and I suspect Chain Shot is going to do more damage than a shot from Rupture, and then the extra damage from others, unless it's got an absolutely ridiculous pool of health. So I think that's probably not worth it. Death from above, not so useful, not so necessary. I mean, that could be quite nice. That's not so useful. Yeah, so I think I've probably got them all set up reasonably well at the moment, is what I'm trying to say, and not in far too many, or in all of the wrong words. So yeah, let's get that intel.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Right, so we've increased Ed's aim by 2, which is nice. We spent 25 supplies, granted, and we've gained a superior hair trigger. I think I was hoping to not get the hair trigger. I was hoping for something a bit more useful than that, but never mind. So, what should we do for our next covert op? So we could make a PCS, not so bothered about that. We've got plenty of supplies. Maybe going off after the Warlock is a good one at this point. We'll get a mobility boost. I don't know how much I care about that. I don't need to recruit another engineer, because we can do that in 8 days without tying up soldiers for a while. Resistance order. Intel rewards increased by 15%. No, I mean, it wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't really say yes. Could it get improved combat intelligence? But apparently this only affects the. Yeah, I can make PT even faster. I think ideally I'd want to give that one to Beth, because with her being the Reaper, she tends to do a lot of running around. So giving her the mobility buff will be useful, but she's still tired, so I can't, or still shaken rather. Yeah, don't care so much about the combat intelligence, because it would only affect. I believe this only affects one soldier, which is quite annoying. Increase income. That's not to be sneezed at. We get a will boost, which again, meh. Get for another facility lead, but to be honest, because I'm playing on relatively easy, and we've been absolutely hammering the Advent facilities. What do we call it? Avatar project is only at 1 square at the moment, so we can keep going forever without any worries there. hacking buff is quite nice. But no, I think going after the Warlock is a good idea. Let's just go in and try and de-Warlock the world. So I can send basically anyone I want on this. Well, almost any rank I want on this mission. Okay, there's a couple of sergeants down here but basically almost anyone. What class do I have loads of available? Grenadiers we seem to have a plentiful supply of. So I could send Sophia out on this one. You don't have a special friend. I could send you out with Mike and see if you two seem to get on well. Because I feel like a Grenadier and a Ranger would be quite a good pair to get a bond between. Yeah, let's do that. And giving us speed buffs to Rangers is always a good idea because they tend to run around a lot. Oh, this is susceptible to ambush by the Chosen. Maybe in that case we should send some slightly higher ranking troops out. So ones to be a bit more dangerous. In that case, let's send out Pete because he is capable of doing quite a lot of damage. He's got the and moving around rapidly and all that sort of thing. And Tristan is his bond mate, isn't he? So who isn't ready? Still 7 days of tired. Could go double Ranger. Send Ed. Yeah, Tristan's too tired to go on this mission. Send Peter. It's not so... I don't know. I feel like a specialist isn't the right one to send, especially if I can't send them, especially if I'm not giving them the med kit. Let's send Zucker, because he's got a... He has a skirmisher. He's nice and mobile, so he and Pete will be able to, if necessary, can probably just run away from any sort of encounter they encounter. So let's do that. And we'll send another... Oh, we can send a third one along as well. In that case, let's send Ed, because he's got the bond with Zucker. And that'll mean nobody gets captured. But if we do get ambushed, we've got 3 of them who can to fight their way out. And with that way, we've got explosives, we've got mobility and shotgunnery, rapid fiery stuff. And then we've got Zucker to provide again mobility and also rapid fire and that sort of thing. And the spiky thing on a rope attack as well. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's send them out and see how things go.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
Good. I'm glad you will. Glad to hear it. Okay, and let's finish getting this intel and skull mining and the vector rifle and oh. Okay, so the Chosen are going to be trying slightly harder to capture XCOM soldiers. I mean, maybe that's a good thing because it means if they're trying to capture us, then they're not trying to kill us. So it might actually be a good thing, but we'll see. Right, skull mining is now finished. Okay, is there anything else from here that I want at this point? So have we got a war suit at the moment? I can't remember. We have one heavy armor, but I can't remember whether it's an exo or a war. And I kind of want to make a serpent suit. I need to do some research into what the advantages are of all these bits. I definitely want to make a wraith suit as well. Yeah, let me check what armor we have at the moment. So view soldiers, and it'll be Cheese Wheel who's probably got the yes. Cheese Wheel's got the heavy armor. What are you wearing? You're wearing an exosuit. So yes, we need all of the heavy armors. So in the proving ground, I want to make a war. Let's go for the war suit first, which is basically a wraith suit. Which is basically the exosuit, but brought up to the next tier up. Essentially, I can't even remember what the other armors are called, but it's a tougher exosuit. So she'll still have the rocket launcher. And defensive force fields as well. Apparently, sounds even better. Then maybe the wraith suit and maybe the serpent suit as well. I don't know. We'll have to see what that seems like. It seems worth it given the other advanced stuff we've got, and that means we're busy over here as well. So let's just leave that running. So you can get that.
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
And we've got the improved vector rifle, which Beth can use when she's stopped being tired. So now we're doing some research. So it's just a +1 damage, but that's quite useful, especially with Banish. Oh, we can now do the Advent Trooper autopsy instantly, and the Archon autopsy instantly, and the Berserker autopsy instantly. Blimey. Okay, well let's pick them up then, because I feel like we might as well.
is clearly a genetic relation to the
See if we get
other
anything
mutant
useful from all these
species
guys.
we have encountered in the field.
Slice and dice, slice and
For
dice.
reasons yet unknown, this particular variant is unique in that it is altogether consumed by what can only be described as blind rage.
Rage quit monster.
Thirst for combat. Like any
It's
other
been infected by the thrill.
As if the typical muton wasn't aggressive.
So now the overdrive serum.
This
Okay.
hulking beast seems dangerous even in death. I will be more than happy to dispose of it once I file my report.
Added bulk is the result of an intentional protein deficiency. I'm not sure that's quite how protein works, but sure. Right, so it's a build. You can build an overdrive serum, and you get to move faster and take less damage. Okay, I mean it sounds reasonably nice, but I suspect I'll probably never use it quite at the right time. Yes, exactly. Everything comes back to Stormlight. Archon autopsy. Let's find out about Archons.
Fusion of both alien biological materials and advanced mechanical support systems. The Archon
So is this just an advanced floater from the first XCOM, first new
An
XCOM?
air of authority spurred by its distinctive appearance.
Or I suppose the XCOM, the floater from the original XCOM as well. Actually, come to think of it.
Something of a herald to the other forces.
Squish.
It certainly is impressive looking, if nothing else.
Right.
Although I am still not entirely sure what the aliens hope to achieve with such a grand design.
Heralds. Yeah. Right. So this gets me lots and lots of new weapons. So we get a fusion blade, so a new saw, a new stabby thing for what's his face, Zucker. The fusion axe is going to be presumably an upgrade of the axe that we're using, and a plasma lance, which I think is a high tier sniper rifle. I don't know how useful that's going to be, given that we have the dark lance and we don't tend to take more than one sniper on a mission at a time. But sure. So there we go. Yes. Zappy Zappy, occasionally set enemies on fire. And then a Zappy Zappy Skirmisher Claw. And a Zappy Zappy Sword. Lovely. Let's just keep picking off the free instant researches.
Limited. I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded.
I suspect this is probably one of the earlier autopsies you're supposed to have done, because well, just from the text, really.
This most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
Yeah, it's a bit Robocop, not Robocop, sorry. Yeah, Robocop.
I have yet to discover what, if any,
And we get a battle scanner out of that. I mean, that's mildly useful.
Will no doubt prove difficult.
I feel this is one of those things that in the base game was probably fantastically useful. Then they released the expansion and gave you Reapers, and everyone went, well, sure, I could make a battle scanner, or I could just send a Reaper out to run around, and you can use her every single turn, and she can get further and further into the map, and then she can shoot something. So it's a nice idea, but meh. So at this point, we've got a load of autopsies that I could do, but I don't think I don't have enough scientists. I've still only got 4 scientists. I've not had very many opportunities to get more scientists, which is a bit. There was a VIP mission a couple of weeks ago, I think, or possibly last week, that would have given me a scientist as a reward, but I failed it. But yeah, it's been. I haven't had many opportunities to get scientists. It's not that I've been neglecting them. So let's do the storm gun and get the good shotgun for the Rangers. I think that's very worth doing. It's a long research. It's going to take 12 days, but oh, true. Yes, having it show your faceless is quite handy. But to be honest, the way I tend to do those missions is I don't tend to rescue the civvies. I just tend to try and kill all of the enemies around them, and then the civvies run away anyway. Or if they don't, then it doesn't matter because there aren't any enemies to shoot them. And in the last one of those missions I did, the civvies, no, not civic. Well, the resistance were doing more kills, got more kills than I did. It was ridiculous.
Strategic resource located.
Anyway, we've got the 45 intel from this camp here. So now I wanted to go after that engineer, didn't I? Let's go and get the engineer. I could do more making contacts, to be honest. That might be quite a good one to do, actually. But let's get this engineer while I think of it. Because yeah, there's still 1, 2, 3 areas I need to make contact with. But I'm not in a huge hurry.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your
This isn't going to be a great... I'm not going to get a great review this month, I don't think. Oh, no, I am.
Daunting task, Commander. But your
Huh?
efforts so far have left many wondering
Oh.
if we have made the right.
Oh yeah, that was the council mission, the failed council mission and the dark event completed. Yeah, okay, so there were 2 bad things over here, but look at all the good things that happened. I mean, come on, throw me a frickin' bone here. It's not going that badly. We killed 2 alien rulers. We solved an alien, and we pushed back the Chosen from an alien, from an Avenger assault. We did, yeah. I think you're too picky, miss.
The elders have blessed me. No, empowered me. I am stronger than ever.
Right, so the Warlock has got brutal, but I mean, yes, okay, will reduction like that will lead to soldiers being tired and occasionally shaken, yes, but other than that, I don't really care. Okay, so to answer whoever it was who was asking earlier, I've killed 1 of the Chosen so far. The other 2 are still around. He's named after his gun. That's a bit sad. So the assassin is trying to get better at assassinating. The Warlock is attempting to sabotage the Avenger. Sure. And well, we'll deal with those as they happen. Special gratuitous ambush and covert actions. That's not great. Don't care about that. Not too worried about it. We're going to get retaliation strike in 3 weeks though, so we will have one of those missions this month. But the next facility is going to be quite some way off. Okay. I suspect I'm not going to want to change any of this because, as I say, I don't really care about this one because, yeah, mobility would be nice, but it's not a priority at all. We've done nearly all the excavating. I think there's 1 left to do, and it might technically not be an excavation. I'm not sure. Don't sell that much to the black market. Ooh, that would be useful. What can I lose to get that one? Let's remove that then, and we'll have that instead. Yeah, I think that's very worthwhile. Oh, I could. What was it? Yeah, it was these ones I got rid of. So let's keep tactical analysis. Let's keep sabotage. Yeah, I think that's probably good. I don't feel like I really need this one anymore because I've done. Well, I might do more of them, and I don't care about either of these. Yeah, I think that's probably the best I'm going to get. I would sort of like to have these, but not at the expense of any of the other ones that I could not at the expense of any of the other ones that I would have to get rid of in order to get them. So, yeah, we'll take those.
I understand, Commander.
And ooh, completed the warsuit. Nice. Experimental powered weapon. Interesting. That does sound fun. We've got the supply drop automatically. Nice. And we've taken one. Okay, so, you know, given that if this bar fills up, the aliens win. Given that I've managed to completely empty it, I think that should mean I win. So, let's go over and have a look at Proving Ground projects. So, we have the experimental powered weapon. That's the new one. Elerium core and 50 supplies. Yeah, all right. Let's do that one. Actually, these are all instant. So I wanted a wraith suit, and I wanted a serpent suit. So let's take those because they're instant. Grapple mechanism and freezing. Yes, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Oh. Oh, okay, it's already been upgraded to serpent armor. Nice. So, okay, that's good. So the ones you make out of the alien rulers get automatically upgraded as you go through. Excellent. So I've got a wraith suit which I should give to my sniper. I've got a war suit which I shall give to one of the heavies. I can make a second war suit because I sometimes take 2 heavies in. I do seem to have quite a lot of basically everything. I won't do that for now. Let's do the experimental powered weapon and see what we get out of that.
We'll get started right away, Commander.
Yeah, because I'm kind of curious.
The project is complete.
Okay. And then was there anything else? We've got a research going at the moment. We've got, yeah. Once that's done, I can't buy. Oh, can I buy any of the new weapons actually? Build items, weapons. Yes, I can make all these fusion things over here. So we've got the fusion axe, fusion blade, fusion ripjack. Yeah, let's take these two. Purchase all the final tier hunter weapons. Okay. I don't care about the beam pistol because we have the dark claw. I feel like I don't really care about the celestial gauntlets or the fusion ripjack because I don't use these guys very much. So let's save the money for now, and not do that. Back out here though. Right, so we'll we've got this scan to do over here to get another engineer, and I would also like to make contact with Europe, India, and Australia at some point. In fact, I could just go out and do. How expensive are these? So that's 30 intel. That's never going to be cheaper. That's 30 intel. Again, never going to be cheaper. That's 60. So that's 120 for the lot, and I've got 211 intel. Let's just swing around and make contact with all these places. I should have done this just before the end of the month, and I'd have got loads of extra money, and I'd have got all this extra money at the beginning of the month for them. That was a bit of a mistake.
New regional contact.
Oh, there's another one I haven't done yet. Okay, we'll get East Asia in a minute. Oh, and all right. There's lots more I need to do. But let's get Australia anyway, because that's a. Hang on, that's a 60 for that one. 60 for that one. 60 for that one. I could put up another radio tower. I've already got machine learning from down here. If I grab New Australia, then I could put up a radio tower here, which I'd need anyway for greater resolve, which I don't really care about, admittedly. And that would make getting East Asia cheaper. But I don't think there's much point. I might as well just go around and grab them all, even if I have to pay for them. Pay slightly more for them. So that's 180 to get all of them, and I have 151. So I can get everywhere except perhaps East Asia. Let's grab East Asia. Oh, we must still. Okay, well let's get New Indonesia first. Can I make contact with resistance? And we must make contact with the connected region. I've made contact with India. Why can't I now make contact with East Asia? Have I filled up? No, I haven't filled up my contacts. I'm not sure. Let's scan a little bit. Is it just... I've done all too... it's just I did it all too quickly and the game hadn't updated. Right. Okay. What's my continent bonus here? Machine learning. Research breakthroughs are twice as likely... Oh, sure. Alright, let's make contact with East Asia. Machine learning. Research breakthroughs are twice as likely to occur. Cool. And then down here, might as well get Australia. And then... Oh, no, I can't. I've reached the maximum capacity for my facilities. Alright, so that's the resistance comms. I've upgraded this as far as I can. I've put in as many engineers as I can. So if I want to finish this off, I'm going to have to build another resistance comms center, perhaps down here. So maybe that. Or find one of the covert actions that allows you to get an extra resistance communication contact thing. Can't do either of those right now. Well, I could actually. Maybe I should start building another resistance communication facility down here, because I would quite like to make contact with the entire world. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build another resistance comms. Oh, I can't. I've not got enough power. Alright, let's wait till we've shielded this power coil, which will be once everyone is healed. Is anyone still injured? No, nobody's injured. Right, you. Leave there and come down here to do some more of this. Okay. We'll get that shielded, and then we can put a power generation thing in there. Then we can put resistance comms in here, and then we can make contact with all of the rest of the world. Having the second engineer will help a little bit there.
We had some wounded soldiers requiring treatment after that last covert action. With a few days
okay,
rest,
Zucker got hurt, but that's not the end of the world. I'll see how wounded he is in a minute. But yeah, things seem to have gone reasonably well. And we've now got a little bit more information about where the warlock is.
Recovered another crucial piece of information about the Chosen.
The skirmishers respect your ways, Commander. Your people fight with honor.
Riders of Flame. Effect of all weapon modifications is increased. Wow, that sounds really useful actually. Although that presumably means everything. Maybe everything will get increased by 1. So that'll mean you'll get quadruple size. No, yes, quadruple size magazine. No, you won't. You'll get 4 extra shots from the magazine upgrade. You'll get a 20% boost for crits and shooting and aim. You'll get that sounds amazing. I definitely want that one. But it's going to be about a month until I can have it. So, oh well. Right. So we've got loads of new options now because it's a new month, and so we can get an increase of 11 supplies per month. Yeah, sure. A resistance contact plus 1. This is what I was saying I needed, and we could send what's his face Tack in for another hacking buff. That could be quite useful, and we can negate the chance of anyone being captured as well. So that's pretty tempting. Ability points, that's quite nice, and somebody getting an aim buff. I like this one. We'll probably do that one at some point as well. Carry on finding the warlock, sure. Modular assault rifles, yeah, that sounds quite nice. Certainly wouldn't say no. More combat intelligence, as we said, that doesn't really work very well. Alien loot is always nice, and a mobility upgrade is nice, but we're not short of stuff. Superior weapon upgrade, it'll probably end up being another one that I don't want. And a mobility, don't care. PCS, don't really care, and will, don't care. Oh, soldier bond, that could be quite useful. And recruiting a scientist, that's very. Oh, and a promotion for a soldier. Yes, this one's amazing. Let's take that. So we'll. Let's promote one of my people who are already up at major because they're difficult to promote. Maybe do you want to promote Blake or Peter? Let's take Blake because he's further down the list, and I'm going to assume that means he's got less XP. So we'll send you in for a promotion. We'll send somebody else in with you. Like, who do we want to? Who do we like you to form a bond with? I'll send you in with Peter, I suppose. But a ranger and a grenadier would be quite nice but not a lieutenant and a colonel. All right, let's send you in with Peter. And yeah, okay, we'll spend the Illyrium to keep you safe as well. The attachment on the plasma rifles is tempting. Sorry, was it plasma rifles? I can't remember. That was certainly tempting. Maybe we'll do that one next. There's 3 or 4 good ones in here, so we're gonna this month is going to be one of those where we're very, very happy to go in and get all of it and do as many of them as we can. Right. Yes, that's that. So now back to the scanning for an engineer instead. Oh, and it looks like Bagel and Mark are now. Yep, there we go. Best friends. The experimental power weapon is nearly finished. Bing. There we go. A plasma blaster. I wonder how that works. Is that a heavy weapon that you give to a grenadier? I don't know. But I do think I need to go in here into the proving ground and maybe choose another. Look at the project. So we could ask for another experimental powered weapon. We'll have a look at that. Have a look at the one we've got first and see what it's like, and then try and decide whether we want to try and get a different one or another one or anything like that. Experimental armor sounds tempting. Is that going to give me a? That's good. That presumably is just going to give me an inventory item that takes up an inventory slot for someone though. And we're not getting shot very much at the moment, so I'd rather go full on offensive rather than defensive. Yeah, all right. Let's have better explosives. That sounds like a very useful thing. I appreciate the idea of presumably +1 damage to all explosives. That'd be very nice.
As soon as we're finished, Commander.
And then back to the scanning, and we can have that engineer. Bing, there we go. So we've got Landon Hunt is our new engineer. We'll send him in to help with the excavation, I suppose. What else have we got to do? So we could go have some alien alloys. We could go to the black market, heal faster, sure, and various things there. There's a chosen stronghold over here, but as I say, I'm not taking that on until we've got our top squad back and available again. We could make contact with New Indonesia. We've got, yeah, I've just about got the intel for that. And that'll help me get down towards, or go in and make contact with Australia. Because there's a thing there a facility there to attack. Let's go after Indonesia first, because that's a plus 90 supplies, and that's rather a lot. So we'll take that one, and then we'll grab us. Then we'll go maybe we'll go and scan for intel here, and try ready to get Australia at some point in the future. But I suspect before that. Oh no, we can't do that because we've reached maximum capacity. I forgot about that. There's not much to do really. I guess we might as well go after the alien alloys because it's a thing over there that we can do while we wait for everything to just get bumped up a little bit. There we go. There's the power coil. So if we view the room, we can then build a power relay in here. And then I can build the.
Initiated.
Oh no! I meant no. Yes, do. There we go. Oh, I could put an engineer in here. And then down here I can. There's some upgrades I could do. Ah, yes, this works quite well. I'll put a resistance comms in here because that will get an potentially an automatic upgrade from the workshop. There's so much upgrading I could do. What will this get me? Allowing an additional engineer, so get extra drones to power to run things. That's probably worth doing, actually. Not right. No. You leave there. Go there instead. I'll upgrade this for later, because then we can put, when he finishes, we can put him in there, and then he'll be able to run this building, and I don't actually need this power relay. But I don't think there's anything else to put in there, so I might as well leave it running. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think that's probably alright for now. I may regret my decisions later, but it'll do for the time being. Storm Gun's only 3 days out, that's pretty good. We're going to have so many new toys next time we go out to play with the aliens. Oh, Beth has recovered. Nice.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Got the Storm Gun? Yes. La 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 la. It's a shotgun. It just does more damage. So we can make a Storm Gun. Nice. We could investigate psionics. That might be worthwhile. I mean, there's not much else in here. There's the Plasma Lance, which is going to be the new, better sniper rifle. And to be fair, that would get a better Reaper weapon as well. So there's that's potentially useful, but it's still 14 days. Let's do this one. Let's do the psionics.
I will make that our
I doubt if I'm actually going to use psion. Oh no, actually, let's not do that. Let's go down here. Let's do some plot-related stuff. I forgot we could do this. Let's have a look at the black site vial, which will take 7 days. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this one as a priority. Find out about that. So that's going to be much more advance the plot a little bit. You know, actually play the game rather than just unlocking all of the new toys. But that does mean that now, presumably, now that Beth's recovered, has she completely recovered in that with that? Yes, full will there. We've now got basically all the kernels are now available, and so I think that probably means it's time for us to go out after the after the next of the chosen. So go out after the assassin. Hey, hang on, someone's wounded still. Oh yeah, that was Zucker from that covert action. Yeah, I think it's time to go after the chosen. So we'll take Beth as the scout, and therefore Persistent, the bondmate, as. Oh no, wait! Need to get rid of the fear of the chosen first. That was. I knew there was something else. I just couldn't remember what it was. So remove negative traits. Beth, stop being scared of the chosen, please. 5 days. Ugh. Okay, so in 10 days, we can consider going out after the chosen. In the meantime, we'll just wait and see what pops up. Resistant comms at capacity, I know. Yeah, carry on scanning for these then.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
There you go. So Blake has now been promoted to Colonel, and they've increased some cohesion there, and we've got another scientist. Lovely. Good. Also good. And a new covert action. So there were lots of good ones, weren't there? Let's try and find one of them. It wasn't these ones. Soldier Bond was quite a nice one. I'll do that. That's not my highest priority, but it's certainly tempting. That's not. That one's very tempting. That one, the reward's not so amazing. That's quite nice. That's very. I was going to say that's very good, but we're building a thing that will just make that completely unnecessary. So all right, let's go after the this one, the additional weapon slot for the assault rifles. That would be very nice. And we can't put Beth in for that one because she's busy having Fear of the Chosen beaten out of her. Who do we want to speed up in that case? Potentially Mark, because he's, despite being a sharpshooter, he tends to be a sort of a running out the front sort of person. Or Mango actually, because as another ranger. Yeah, let's send Mango out for that one then, for the mobility. Okay, we'll send out the scientist we just acquired. Actually, we'll send out Cecile because she always goes on these things. I think she enjoys it. And then we'll add another soldier to prevent injuries. We'll send Madman out on this one because it's a low rank, sure, but I don't think that really matters because there's no risk of anything actually over here. So we can send him out. Maybe you'll get a little bit of a promotion out of this one, a little bit of XP out of this one. And yes, I do agree with Tack that this improved assault rifles thing is going to be very, very useful. Now we need to promote Blake, so he gets the. I'm doing this in the wrong place. Let's go in through training center, train abilities. Where are you? There you are, Blake. So we're promoting you to colonel. That means you get, well, you straight up. Obviously, you get rapid fire because rapid fire is amazing. Although not so useful with that gun, but I think we're probably going to stop using that one because its magazine size annoys me. So that's quite nice. You can go around. You can go, and each time you stab, you can potentially get an extra kill, but you do less and less damage each time. So not that valuable, and you haven't got very many AP for me to spend here. Volatile mix, potentially quite nice, but as a ranger, you tend to have better things to do with your turn than throw grenades around. Death from above, quite nice. Phantom, Shadow Strike, Conceal. These are all nice, but the Reaper does it all better. So meh. Implacable is sort of nice. How expensive is that? 13. Yeah, let's give you Implacable because that means when you hit somebody, if we send you out into danger to kill somebody with a sword, you can then come running back out of danger and go back into hiding, as long as you get the kill. If you don't get the kill, then you're in trouble. But that's your own fault. So we'll give you that one, but just that one. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. We'll leave you there. I don't think putting an engineer in here would increase the removal of the negative traits. The rate it speed up the removal of negative traits. I don't think it works like that. Let's go back out here. Oh, I was going to say it feels like it's been an awfully long time since I've had a mission, but suddenly there we go. There's a mission. So. This one is Sabotage Transmitter. Get me 68 intel. That would be enough to make contact with Australia and finish and get absolutely everywhere in the world. So that's quite tempting for that. Also, Sabotage Transmitter is not too difficult as missions go. It's not like there's going to get a VIP killed who just get killed again. There's a Sector Pod out there and Spectre. Otherwise, no robotic enemies, but we don't have anything better than blue screen rounds to take out anyway, so that's fine. Alternatively, we could go to New Brazil, which is recover item from advent vehicle. We get another engineer. Don't really need another engineer. I think we've got enough of those. Or go to Chile, where we can neutralize a field commander, get a load of supplies, and counter an event I don't care about. That feels like a pretty easy decision. So we've got the supply. We don't seem to have a problem with supplies at the moment. So I think going to South Africa, getting that intel, that's going to be enough for me to cover for me to make contact with the entire world. I think this is the one to go for. Oh, and we have advanced intel on the mission site. Even better then. That's an even better reason to go for this one. Okay, we'll do that one then, because that'll make it a bit easier. Basically, this means we always know where all of the enemies are because we've got a satellite up over the engagement area or something like that. Now, who do we want to take? That's the question. We've got Bagel and Mark here. They work well together because you know, friend bond and so on. So yeah, we'll start with them. I will take Cheese Wheel because she's really good at just mincing absolutely everything. I won't take Pete because I don't want to take his special friend. Might take Saphir. We'll think about that. So who's yeah, Bagel, and you should be taking. So we should be taking Mango as well as the other. Where's Mango? Oh, Mango's on a covert action, so we can't take her. Can't take Persistent and Beth, but we could take Persistent, and then maybe take. Oh, we could take Flyboy and Lobster, but then as I say, we would then have 2 snipers, and that's a little bit silly. Could take Ed and no, we can't take Zucker. He's still injured. Let's take some people from a bit lower down the tree. So we'll take Persistent, because we need him basically because we want a medic, and then let's take a couple of people from down here. So if we take, what have we got so far class wise? We've got a sniper, we've got a specialist. So we could do with a ranger, even though Mark is a sort of ranger, and then just somebody else. So we want a ranger. So we could take Mike along, and maybe take Al as for sort of a bit more. XP and stuff. Yeah, that seems reasonable. This is not remotely the usual squad, so I'm going to have to spend a bit of time faffing around making sure everyone's got the right guns, the right toys, the right everything. So we want Bagel. We want to give you the Wraith suit because we've got it now, and we get a cutscene for this because it's new.
Provides a range of movement that technically violates the laws of physics. There's also a grappling hook for good.
So not only can he run through walls, he also gets a free grappling hook. Nice. You can't have the Dark Claw though. You only get the Powered Shadow Keeper because Mark needs the Dark Claw. Plasma Grenade is fine, I suppose. We'll leave you with that unless I get a better idea. Persistent, you get the Medkit. And you know what? Let's give you the Skulljack as well. Why not? Then over here, right, next, Cheese Wheel, Grenade, and that. Oh, we're going to say no, wait. I want to give you from the exosuit. I want you to take the war suit, which is like the exosuit but more so.
Armor, the war suit. This is as tough and strong as we can make it. With plenty of
I'll have to learn about how the shield system works, but okay. So instead of the rocket launcher heavy weapon, we could give you the plasma blaster. So what do we get here? We get the rocket launcher, which does 4 to 7 damage and an explosion. Duh. We've got a flamethrower, which does 4 to 7 damage and sort of a big plume. So that's interesting. Shredder gun, 6 to 9 damage, fire at a cone-shaped area. And a plasma blaster, 7 to 10 damage, and fires in a straight line. So these two fire out in a cone, so you can get multiple enemies a bit more easily, like with whatever the special ability was I used in the last mission. I forgot what it's called. This one does an additional point of damage, but you have to get all of your enemies to line up perfectly in a straight line for you. It says limited ammo. Let's take the plasma blaster because it's new and shiny. Find out what it's like because I'm kind of curious. So see how that goes. Got the blue screen rounds as well and a couple of grenades. So that's I think that should be fine. Mark, you need to have. Yeah, I'll leave you with Warden armor. I could give you the serpent suit. Somebody should be given a serpent suit. I haven't decided who yet. Yeah, let's give it to Mark because he's sort of up at the front. He's probably going to be fairly front line.
How much of this armor is new material and how much of it Tigan cut right out of the Viper itself? We haven't exactly tested it either, so good luck out there.
So he gets the a grappling hook to give him extra mobility, and also which he can also use on an enemy, pull them towards him and freeze them. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. We'll give him a Dark Claw as well. You're no longer green, I'm afraid, though, Mark. But never mind. You've got this amazing suit of snakeskin. Right, carrying on along here. What should we give to Mark? To Mike. We could give him the spider suit, but it's less. It gives him less protection, but it does give more mobility. Could give him the exosuit, but I think that's a little bit not quite appropriate for a ranger. So yeah, we'll give you a plasma rifle, laser sight, stock and scope. Advanced stock, superior scope. Let's give you that one. Then you're more likely to hit stuff, and it doesn't matter quite so much if you miss. Fusion. No, let's give you the. Oh, someone else has got the fusion axe apparently. All right, we'll give you the fusion blade. Plasma grade, fine. Mimic beacon. No, Talon rounds is probably better. And then finally over here, this is taking a while. Powered Templar armor is the only best it can be given. Tempest Gauntless similarly. Beam Mortar Pistol. Again, same. Plasma Grenade. Let's give him a Mimic Beacon just to be different, because I feel like having the Mimic Beacon somewhere in the squad is potentially going to be useful. Right, that took a bit longer than I like to. Oh, I should probably go through and see if I want to upgrade anyone's weapons actually. Right, so you've got a boring plasma rifle. Let's give you a better plasma rifle. Like that one. Oh, stock and a scope. That can definitely be upgraded. Right, weapon upgrades. Let's give you a better scope. Yes. And is there a better stock? Is there an advanced stock here? Okay, you can have an advanced stock and a superior scope. That seems better. I don't think you really need an autoloader. So let's just straight upgrade over what it was before. That's fine. Weapon upgrade. No upgrades available. I could give you weapon upgrades, but you don't use the sniper rifle really, so there's no point. Actually, I've got all these autoloaders. Let's give you a less good autoloader. Yeah, you can have an advanced autoloader in there. Actually, wait, is there another sniper rifle that could be... Yeah, give you the anti-materiel rifle, which already has that. Yes, there we go. Not, as I say, not that I expect you to use it, but it's there in case. Okay, I think that's everything. I've gone round enough with that, so we're just going to go now. I was considering giving the exosuit to somebody, probably Mike, but I think probably the extra protection is more valuable than being able to lob a random rocket across the map. Right, after all that time, it's time to actually go in and do a mission. So it feels like about time. It's been this is only the second one of the evening, and I've been going for almost 2 hours. But I guess it's, I don't know. Is it because I'm further on into the game that the aliens don't have as many aren't attacking as much? Because it does feel like there's been a lot of background fiddling with stuff going on, rather than going in and doing rather than the aliens doing attacks.
And if they're assuming no one knows about it yet, it shouldn't be that well guarded.
So we need to plant X4 charges on the psionic transmitter within the next Mnemonic turns, probably. And here we go. Probably. Yes, there we go.
Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network.
Okay,
Our
so
intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems.
we need to get someone up to it to boop it, essentially.
They have a chance to pull the plug.
Commander, we managed to access an old reconnaissance satellite
Oh
passing
yes,
over the
nearly
AO.
forgot about that.
We've got a complete picture of the area.
So,
There shouldn't be any surprises on this one.
where are the aliens? Tell me where the aliens are. Okay, so we've got 3 Archons over here, and a Civvy. We've got now a guard tower. This is a Civvy. Civvies. Over here at the objective, we've got... Okay, we've got quite a lot. We've got a Sectopod, Muton, and a Spectre. That's quite a lot of HP over there. And then a couple of squaddies just to make things a little bit more exciting. Okay, there's nothing too scary here. And as is traditional, I'll probably... Oh, and there's another pod here that I didn't spot. Okay. With a stun lancer, priest and a shield bearer. Okay, none of this seems insurmountable. I've lost my troops. Here are my troops. So we've got the first lot is these Archons over here. I think hitting them with a grenade would be a good opener for this, and then from there we'll see how things go. So let's move Mark up to here first. Yeah, we're not going to gain. We're not going to get spotted if we do all of this. And just move people up to get them into sensible places. Come on next.
Wir sind nah dran.
Our readings indicate that relay is feeding
Okay,
energy
yes, thank you.
directly into their
We know about these relay things. If you blow them up, you get an extra turn. We've got 8 turns anyway because, you know, slow mode. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, Bagel, where can you get to that's going to be useful? You can grapple and you can wraith. Nice. Where can you grapple to? Yeah, all right. Let's go with that. That seems like it's a slightly odd place to grapple to, but I can see that being useful, especially for this first pod. Plus, left click to grapple.
Deploying grapple.
I lose track sometimes of what's a left click and what's a right click, given all of the there's so much. So often get things wrong sometimes. Okay, and then move up over here into cover. Who is that? Oh, it's Templar. Okay. If I put cheese wheel here, what's that? Shield wall. Okay, nice. No, not hunker down. Plasma grenade. Okay, she's not close enough to plasma them all to grenade them all from there. That's a shame. Mike, you're a ranger. Let's get you in range. Let's put you behind this, also behind that street lamp. And then who's left? Persistent. As a support character, we'll put you there. Okay, let's have an Overwatch. And so maybe, yeah, next turn we'll be able to actually do some something a little bit more. Oh, okay, they're coming closer. That's convenient. And smashing a window, which is, I don't know, just a thing. And of course, we get to watch absolutely all of the aliens moving around, and because we've got the overview thing. So we'll see what they're all up to. How many of them are patrolling? How many of them are just sitting still guarding, and so on. I hear the stomping of a sex pod. It does seem like poor design when the sex pod that's guarding the area is just wandering around, smashing through all of the walls and just destroying the area. But oh well. Okay, that pod has moved onto the roof. It would be quite nice if Bagel could just start shooting at them from where he is. And if I had Beth along with us, then maybe I could. She's good at encouraging him like that. But in this case, not going to work quite so well. Okay, so I want to drop a plasma grenade on these Archons. That'll anger them all, and then we'll just finish them off with absolutely everybody else. And I think this is going to be fine. Although that said, we've got what's the other new weapon we've got? We've got Serum. Oh yeah, Plasma Blaster. What's that going to do? I could get 2 of them with the Plasma Blaster. Or I could get 3. I thought. Yeah, I can get 2 of them with the Plasma Blaster. Or I could get 3 of them with the grenade. Let's use the Plasma Blaster because it's a new toy. Exactly. And, you know, it does like twice the damage of a grenade. Yeah, I know you've revealed us. That's absolutely fine. It was kind of expected. Where are you? Where are they going to go? Okay, well that's going to be make it nice and easy to finish them all off. So, what should we do? I mean, we could start off with a face-off, which will shoot all 3 of them and do 5 to 8 damage. So, a chance of killing that one. No chance of killing that one, but we'll still seriously injure it and we'll seriously damage that one. Maybe. We could send Mike in to do a slash attack, which does 8 to 10 damage. So guaranteed kill on that one if he hits, but it's only an 81%er, but a guaranteed kill. Yeah, let's start doing that. Let's save Mark's special abilities for a bit later. So we'll send Mike in to do this attack first. There we go, lovely.
You know that was good.
We can do the same with Altrius, I suppose. This is it's only 5 to 6 damage. That's slightly disappointing. Maybe I haven't upgraded his weapon enough times or something like that. 100% to hit though. Let's save that for when one needs finishing off. Cheese wheel, you can. Oh, interesting. Oh, right, yes, because she's got the what was it called? The barrage or something like that. No, not volatile. Salvo, that's the one. So so she can fire the beam thing and then go on the other one. So the Plasma Blaster does only have one round, one shot available in it, which is interesting because it said it implied ammo was limited, but it didn't say only one like the other one did. Anyway, let's see if we fire a weapon. We've got an 82% chance to hit. and that'll do a load of damage. And then they're both going to come down into sort of the eminently killable area of sort of single-digit health points, probably. Or alternatively, we'll get a graze, and that's not so good. Okay. So what's next? I suspect next we use Mark's lightning hands to... I don't think it really matters. They're at about the same health. Let's shoot this one. And then we'll send Al in to... 6 damage, that's better. And then we'll send Al in to finish him off with the psionic blade attack thing. That's you. So run over here and... Rend, please. Oh, I didn't read the number. I just straight up didn't look properly. That was my bad. I didn't look at the numbers. I just assumed he was then going to be able to do enough damage to kill him. Okay, well, we have Persistent, who has an 84 to hit that one. Not bad. Yeah, that's nice. And then Mark and Bagel can finish them both off. I mean, to be honest, Mark could finish both of them off with face off, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not use face off. I'd rather just fire the pistol at, to be honest, either of them. Doesn't actually matter. It's 100% either. Actually, let's check. In that case, let's check Bagel. Can you do a lightning hands and hit one of them? Yes, you can. All right, let's just do that, and then we can leave Bagel on squad site Overwatch, just in case anything happens. Just do that. And then that.
What did you expect?
Right. Oh, combo kill. Nice. And I think we've now dealt with all the guys in this area. Now it would have been. Oh, he does have a momentum move available. Okay, I thought he only got those if he killed something, but apparently not. So let's move him over there to get him. So he's at least in cover. Mark is still. Oh, okay, all right. Let's shoot one of these things because. We might as well pick them off since we've got nothing else for these guys to do this turn. The enemies are so far away that, you know, might as well just take things out.
The network separation has
Good.
been temporarily delayed.
Can Bagel see any? No. And he's the only one left with anything to do, so we'll do a long watch with him. Then if anything happens, if any of the aliens do move into visual range, we can still shoot them. But nope, they're just wandering over this way. I can hear the sector pod moving, but I can't see what it's doing. It's smashing more walls. Of course it is. That's what sector pods do. So destructive. If these two would move a bit further away from the sector pod, that'd be quite nice because they've got a lot of health between them, and it'd be good to try and remove some of that before we It'd be nice to deal with that pod before we have to move on to the next one. We'll get these guys first though. So that means basically we need to move everyone into this sort of general area. But hopefully without triggering that pod just yet. So let's put Al. Let's bring people up from the back first. So we'll bring Persistent to here. That's a pretty good cover. If she does trigger them, then never mind. We'll deal with it. But if not, then we've got a good position ready to go forwards. Mark, you can get over to here. And Mike, starting to get worryingly close to them. Move him to here. Yeah, that's definitely as far forward as we're going. Bagel. I'm guessing he's not going to be able to hit those from all the way up here, but I kind of can't tell. It's very hard to judge what he's got a line of sight on, but I think this building is going to be in the way for getting them. So I think that means we bring him down to here.
I'm all over it.
And then Altrius could move him to here, but that's still moving closer and closer to these enemies. And I don't want to trigger them on their turn this turn either. So let's move him to here. That's still barely closer. And Cheese Wheel, we need you up front as well. Because there's a fairly high chance we'll want to open this party with a bang, so we'll get you to run forwards to here. I think we'll just stick you on Overwatch. Yeah, because they are still gradually coming close. Oh, they've spotted us. Yeah, I thought that was probably going to happen, but I have to admit, I was hoping it wouldn't, but I'm not too upset. I was going to say Persistent's asleep, but no, she's not. She's woken up. Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, that wasn't shredded. Okay. I can hear a lot of stomping coming from over there. That's fine. Yeah, it'd been nice if I'd been able to leave Bagel on a squad site Overwatch, but yeah. So we've got So what have we got? We've got a stun lancer up here who needs to be killed because he's gonna. They're annoying if they're left alive. The shield bearer is less dangerous because he's probably in his first turn he'll probably just put up a shield, and we can deal with that. The priest will probably try some psionic nonsense, and therefore is the least dangerous of them all. So 10 health on that one. Who's got a shot on him? 67% for persistent. Probably won't do it with her. 83 with Mark, or with pistol shots. Oh, that'd be quite cool. Using the face off, he would shoot. He'd probably take out both of these things as well. Yes, there is a thing I can shoot in the building. Yes, I mean that might have been a use for the remaining time on the turn. It's not vital though. We've got 6 turns left, and that's a decent number. Where's the other one? Where's the other enemy? So somehow, which one of those do you not have sighted? You've got a line of sight on him and of him, but not of that guy. Oh, because there's a tall thing there. So if I move Mark to here and then do a face off, that I think is going to be significantly more effective. And probably weaken up the stun lancer enough that I can send one of the rangers in to just stab him with this and kill him with the sword. So let's move Mark to here, and then we'll do a face off. Yeah, everybody. There we go. Crit on the priest. Nice. Oh wow. And a fatality on the shield. Oh yeah, persistent had already hurt the shield bearer. I remember. But that's brilliant. This is because Mark has the dark lance, no, the dark claw, the advanced hunter pistol. That's why he's able to do quite so much damage and is so absolutely lethal. Can you do a slash attack? Only on. Oh, Mark didn't shoot those. I'm mildly disappointed. And also Mike can't reach either of those. Okay, well we can't leave the stun lancer alone up there really, because he's going to be able to just drop off the side of the building and then come running over to hit Mark with the stun lance. So we don't want to leave him there. Got 69 there, which isn't as nice as I would like. We could move Cheese Wheel up to here, in which case you'd have a much better shot at the. And could potentially put. We could use explosives. I could use one of Cheese Wheel's special abilities, like saturation fire. No, not that one actually. But does she have the? No, not suppression. There's a guaranteed hit ability that I thought was one of the ones that I would have given to would have given to one of my heavies, but apparently not. So I guess we could do saturation fire. It is a guaranteed hit on him, and it would make him easier for everyone else to hit. But it feels like a bit of a waste of saturation fire when there's only one enemy in the cone. Could suppress him. That might be interesting. I don't use suppression very often. How come you don't have? I mean, you don't have the running abilities for that, and nor do you. Huh. You guys need to learn to move faster. I can move you to here, and that'll put you. Yeah, you'd be flanking the shield bearer, the priest. But as I said, the priest is the least dangerous of the enemies. I could suppress the stun lancer, and then that would make him relatively harmless. I could put a grenade on him, but that seems like a waste of grenade. Or could just straight up go for the shot. And we've got hollow targeting, I hope. Shredder, heavy, hollow. Yeah, we've got hollow targeting. So even if Cheese Wheel misses, that'll make him much easier to hit for everyone else. So yeah, let's do that. It's only a 69 to hit, but even if she misses, well, if she hits, it'll be a fatality. But if she misses, it'll make him much easier to hit for everyone else. Or she'll get the miss, and with the stock, we'll do 3 damage, which is that's really frustrating. Okay, Bagel has 100% hit with the rifle. What about with the pistol? Oh, he can't see it. You know what? Let's keep that in the back pocket. We'll probably shoot him with Bagel, but first we'll give Mike a chance at that priest over there, because that way, hopefully, we'll just get a complete kill of absolutely everything on this first turn. Take the shot. 91%. There we go. Nice. Oh, he's done the sustain thing. That's frustrating. So we kind of now need to leave somebody on Overwatch. It probably could be Al. We could move him up to here. I don't suppose... No, you're out of actions. We can move Al to here, because then he's got a flanking shot on the shield bearer. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll put you on pistol Overwatch, and hopefully he'll bring down the shield bearer when he comes. The priest when he comes out of sustain. We'll do this 82%. Let's do the same with persistent. Move her forwards to here.
I guess that'll be okay.
And again, Overwatch. Do it in a moment though. And Bagel can take the easy shots here on that guy. And just take him out. Like that. There we go. I do like 100% hit chances. They're definitely the way forwards. And then we'll stick persistent on Overwatch as well for when that priest comes back out of thing. Now, the problem is he might shoot rather than... Oh no, he's moving. There we go. And persistent will hopefully... Yes, there we go. That was exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, basically. The Sectopod Demolitions Expert is still at it. That's fine. I'd like to put a grenade on them at some point, but I won't worry about that just yet. If I can bring the squad round to the south side over here, then hopefully we can shoot these guys up on the roof without alerting that, without triggering that pod over there. That's the hope. That's the plan. First, however, let's take out some of these things. Who is this? This is persistent. Let's reload and then shoot it. Unfortunately, I can't do it the other way around and leave her with a full magazine, but no, that one. And then Mike, you can take out the other one. Boom. Does anyone else have any insight? No. Right. Okay. Let's advance, but not too far. So we still have. There's the MacGuffin that we need to get to. We've got a pod down. A fairly tanky pod down there that is going to be a bit of an effort to get rid of, but that's okay. Got a slightly easier pod up here. And I think that's it. 4 pods seems like a reasonable number to have on a mission. Yeah, that does seem to be it. Let's get Bagel up onto the rooftops over here, and potentially we could get Mark up as well. Actually, has Bagel's grappling hook respawned yet? Yes, it has. Excellent. I would like you to go up here, please. Ha! Getting right up onto the top of this truck, apparently. I don't think I actually can, but that would be amazing if I actually could. No, I can't actually. It's suggesting I can, but I think it lies. So we'll put Bagel here. Zoop. Now I could put Mark up there as well, because he also has a grapple in the Viper suit. But I don't think that's going to be quite so useful, because Mark is more ideally suited for getting up close and shooting people in the face at short range. So I think we'll stick with that as a plan. I won't do any double moves this turn, because we've got 2 people who can't move because they blew up MacGuffins. So we'll just move him to there. We'll leave Bagel alone. Move Altruis. Where are those aliens? They're all over there. I don't really want to move Altruis quite this far up. Let's put him behind this portaloo. Cheese Wheel, you need to move up. Oh, she triggered a civvy. That's fine. Is that everyone? Yes. I could move Bagel a bit closer, but I don't really want to because I'm paranoid about triggering this pod when I'm not ready. So I'll leave him here. I'll just straight up leave him here for now. I think that's probably the best. And go into Overwatch.
On Overwatch. I'll keep a watchful eye.
Takes out another wall. I'm surprised it hasn't taken that one out, actually. I do wonder a little bit. The facilities that are guarded by sectopods, what sort of state are they in? Do the sectopods just wander around through all the walls in the facilities they're supposedly guarding as well, or is it just these areas where they don't really care about the buildings? I'm pretty sure they do just wander straight through the walls in the areas they're supposed to be guarding.
If you say so.
I'm just going to bring people up for now, and then next turn we can do a bit more of an attack.
I can handle that.
If you could stop stomping, that'd be very much appreciated. Because I don't want to trigger you yet. I'd like you to walk back through into the building, and I'd like these guys... Well, these guys can come forward and trigger if they want. I'd be okay with that. I just don't want to... I don't want to trigger the sectopod yet. Hang on, have I moved everyone forwards? Yes. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on top. Could take... Actually, let's take out some more of the... Do you think she... Oh no, that's the main MacGuffin. Taking out some of these is probably going to be fairly harmless. Probably. Although with Cheese Wheel is a bit overkill. Oh, that's if she moved. Okay. Oh, you can shoot some stuff. That one's too close to the sectopod. It might notice. Let's take out this one. With a pistol shot. Alright, you know what, let's just take that one out. If it does wake up the sectopod, Cheese Wheel is still ready to go and destroy it. There we go. And, you know, perhaps shooting these things near the enemy doesn't actually alert them too much. I'm not quite sure how the rules work in this game. But let's take that one out as well. And then everybody else can go on Overwatch in case the Muton walks a bit closer. I don't think the sectopod is going to... Yeah, there we go. The sectopod's moving away from us. That's perfect. We can now either drop a grenade onto the Muton and Spectre if they don't move towards us. Right, they haven't. Let's see what Cheese Wheel can do from down here. Probably nothing. I think they're out of grenade... Yeah, they're way out of grenade range. But let's move her forwards and then see what we can do from here.
Keeping up them.
Okay, we've alerted them. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Because we need somebody to have spotted them before we can start actually shooting them. Ideally, I'd have dropped a grenade on them first, but to be honest, it's not a problem. They do have a bit of cover though, so I think this is where it would be ideal if we could just drop a grenade in and make them really, really easy targets. If we can hurt them both as well, oh yes we can. We've got an amazing range on the grenade. That's fantastic. That might even blow up the floor underneath them. I guess we'll find out. And if it does, then they're going to be really easy kills for the rest of the squad. So put that up there, and boom, boom. Yeah, there we go. So we've dropped them to floor level as well. It's going to have done extra damage. It shredded all of the Muton's armor. It's taken another 2 damage from the fall. So we've got that one. So yeah, the Muton's actually less of a danger than I was really thinking. And now, of course, Bagel can't see anything. But if we move him forwards to here, then he's going to have a really good view of them both. Interestingly, the Muton seems to have fallen into cover, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. I'm kind of okay with that. But I can move Bagel forwards to here. I can hit the Spectre with a Dark Lance round. 100% to hit. I could even go Deadeye. So instead of doing 9 to 11 damage, you do 13 to 16. That's a guaranteed kill. Don't even need to try and work out who's got the blue screen rounds. That was not what you were supposed to shoot. I wish the game wouldn't just randomly change what you're aiming at when you're trying to plan something like that. It's not the end of the world. Oh, Cheese Wheel. Oh yeah, she moved first. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's just really annoying. Who else did I give? Did I give blue screen rounds to anyone else? No. Everyone else has brought stuff. Okay. Mark, how do you have lightning hands at the moment? You do. Excellent. So we can move Mark forwards to here. I mean, to be honest, actually using lightning hands on the Muton feels like a massive waste. Well, actually, what we could do... Oh, here we go. This will fix things. So if I move Mark forwards to here, we can... Oh, he spotted... Okay, he's just spotted the MacGuffin. He hasn't alerted the sectopod. Thank goodness for that. However, if the sectopod walks back through, that's probably going to get triggered next round. So that's unfortunate. However, if I use lightning hands against the Muton, it's only 75%, but if he hits, it's yeah, there we go. Very, very kill. Now, we can use... No, we can't use... Oh, we can't use... I was going to use teamwork. Not teamwork. The... where is it? Not face-off, not hail. The one that allows him and his teammates to both take shots, but never mind. Oh, I could use teamwork to give Bagel another shot to take out the Spectre. Let's use that if nobody else can get a kill shot on the Spectre.
No problem, boss.
So if we move Mike forwards to here, how much damage are you going to do? Okay, that's going to be a very nearly kill. It's 100%. All right, we're not going to have any actual trouble with this Spectre. We're going to get 10 damage there, and then we can run forward. Who's next? Al, sure, why not? Pistol shot. There we go, pistol shot. It's only 74% to hit, but you know we've got enough people that I'm prepared to do it the hard way by just laying down large quantities of fire. Oh, and Al has earned a promotion. Excellent. Let's bring Persistent up to here. Stick her on Overwatch. I think actually I am going to use teamwork because I think there's a very, very high chance this sectopod is going to come back through, and Mark isn't going to do much against it with a pistol Overwatch, but with a teamwork, giving that to Bagel, Bagel is going to do quite a lot more damage with a long watch Overwatch. So we'll do that, and yeah, then Overwatch Persistent as well. So here we go. Are they going to come back through? Oh, we'll probably if they do, we're probably not going to get to shoot the sectopod. We'll probably shoot one of the troopers instead, which is a shame. Yes. Well, oh no, we are shooting the sectopod. Nice. Actually, maybe that's not so good, because if we'd shot the trooper, we'd have killed the trooper. But because we didn't, because they shot the sectopod, they did a reasonable amount of damage to it. It's not so bad. Righto. Let's move. I could send Mike over to stab this guy. What were his chances of getting the kill, actually, if I did? 64% hit, 7 to 9. That might actually be a kill. That's amusing. Cheese Wheel, I want you to... I could move to here, can see the sectopod. I want to do chain shot on the sectopod. Yeah, let's move to there, because that's in cover. And then chain shot, what are the chances? 86%, that's pretty good, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Alternatively, we do saturation fire, which could get the trooper as well, and or the shield bearer. Let's do that, because that's a guaranteed hit, and probably going to kill the... probably not going to kill the shield bearer, actually, but at least we'll make them a bit more exposed and easier to kill. Yeah, let's do that, and have somebody else finish off the sectopod. How did you miss? I thought saturation fire couldn't miss. That's the point of it. Damn it! I should have used the other one. Right. At this point, I think a face-off is the way to go. That's probably going to... Yeah, with the ludicrously overpowered pistol, it might even kill the sectopod. It'll do loads of damage, and it'll probably do a lot of damage to the other two, assuming it hits. So let's try that. Ha! Okay, that was even more... That was far more lethal than I was expecting. So I was expecting Mark's shots there to... damage, maybe destroy the sectopod, seriously injure but probably not kill the trooper, and I was going to send Mike in to stab the trooper, and then probably miss the shield bearer, but even if he did hit, take off about half his health. But no, just straight up, you know, all of the crits. So I'm certainly not going to complain about that. Let's run Mike over here, and then next turn he can put down the bomb. Set up us the bomb, as they say. Other than that, I don't know if there's any point in doing anything else, really. We can take the free reload because it's there. Oh, we could run somebody over to grab that loot because it's there. Persistent, you've not done anything. You can go over and grab that. should have put her in cover, but it doesn't actually matter because there's nothing, no enemies left around. Lyrium core useful, advanced laser sight, meh.
It's heavier than it looks.
Sure. Okay, well, let's go and take out another one of the little pod things because it's there. I feel like I might as well. It gives Al a little bit more target practice because he's not a very good shot. I don't think you can level. I suspect you probably can't get much. You probably don't get any XP for killing them, but you know it's there. We might as well.
That's all the time we're going to get.
Okay, so that's all the relays. There's nothing else to do. Let's just Overwatch all.
Moving to Overwatch.
Building falls down a little bit in front of Persistent, but that's okay because she's way outside it. Then we can move Mike up to here.
Whatever you say.
And place the MacGuffin. Do we need to do an evac now?
Signal confirmed. X4 charges
Or is that it?
That
Nope, that's it.
history. Good
Yeah.
work, Commander.
That went pretty well. I mean, nobody got hurt. We had one slight mistake when Bagel shot a transmitter, a relay instead of a Spectre. But other than that, you know, never mind. That's absolutely fine. So, mission debriefing. Cheesewheel didn't get any kills, even though she did 47 damage. That seems a little unfair. She did miss 2 of her shots, though, which is a bit of a shame. Got loads of destruction and most assists, though. So I suppose the most assists and the lack of kills kind of work together. 1 kill for Persistent, which is, you know, about is fair given that she's a support character. But she did shoot 8 times and hit every single time. So for that to only get 1 kill is a bit of a shame, I think. Although given that that's 8 shots and only did 21 damage in total, I suspect quite a lot of those shots were misses. Oh, or maybe they're against the I don't know, because that means only less than 3 damage per shot. So Mark gets the MVP for taking out a Sectopod, a Shield Bearer, and a Trooper in one action. So yeah, I think that's deserved. He also got 5 kills, did 61 damage, and hit every single time of his 11 shots. So yeah, that's quite good. Mike got a kill and blew up the thing. Hit 3 times for shooting 3 times. That's pretty good. Bagel got 3 kills and 6 out of 6 hits. Good. Yeah, fine. Back to here, and we want to take a photo because of course we do. And this time I want them to be at the top of the thing as much as possible. That's top. That's far enough up. There's a very orangey yellowy theme going on this side of the squad, and then a very blue theme going on this side. But yes, whatever.
Maybe we need to start selling calendars.
Yes, would anyone like to be in a calendar? I could make a Laurence Plays calendar with the various gratuitous screenshots like that from the games. I wonder if there'd be any demand for an LP calendar. Let me know in the comments or in chat if you'd like one. Oh, and there we go. We've got nothing nobody in most under fire because the enemy didn't get off a single shot. That's pretty good. Very happy with that.
Let's hope they all go that smooth, Commander. Great work.
Yeah, as Mark was saying earlier, perhaps it would be good to nudge the difficulty level up a little bit, but that's not an option I have mid-game, sadly. Okay, so I have 27. Yes, you did very well at the end of that mission. So yeah, I think you've earned a good night's sleep, Mark. Thanks for joining, and catch you another time on Thursday, in fact, for Factorio. So we've got now that sounds like a fun ability to have. I don't know how useful it's going to be, but it would be quite entertaining to swap places with, say, a Sectopod or something that's just in a really awkward hiding place. Maybe, or the Assassin. That'd be amazing. Swap places with the Assassin, drop the Assassin right into the middle of our squad, and probably then also drop Al into a really awkward position. But yeah, sounds fun. Extra focus possible. Reaper. Yeah. Let's take introvert. I mean invert. Oh. Isn't that the same as parry? Oh, maybe not. When you have focus, you can... I don't know whether that's a skill that you use, or whether it's a passive ability that just happens, like Blade Storm. That's quite nice. Also kind of nice, but... Could take that one. Yeah, if I'm going to start trying to use things that require focus, then having enemies dropping focus would be quite useful. And, yeah, so let's take that one. And take that one, because I want to see what it's like. And it sounds quite powerful. Actually, oh no, we've already got that one. I just need to remember some of the abilities that some of my troops have got, because I always forget. I always forget some of the sort of the weird and wonderful things they've got, and just end up not using them. Sector pod wreck. I wonder if we'll be able to get a free autopsy on the sector pod now. We won't find out until we finish that. So.
Effort, Commander. My expectations were high.
Okay. Agent 47 is happy for once. Makes a nice change. Oh, there we go. Ed and Zucker are now ready to become best friends as opposed to just merely friends. I mean, hang on, what? Doesn't that mean or is one of them not suitable for stuff at the moment because he's tired? Probably, maybe they're tired. No. It was Ed and Zucker is wounded. That's why we can't. Go best friend them just yet. Okay. Do it another time, like in 4 days when he recovers. So I don't think there's anything else to do right now. We're waiting for the black site vial thing to be done. We'd like the advanced explosives. We're waiting for some healing to go on over here, and we're waiting for Beth and then persistent to lose the fear of the chosen traits before, and then we can go off and start attacking the chosen. Assorted loot. Well, I guess we'll go and investigate that because there's nothing else to investigate at this point. Because that is the only thing left. Oh no, there's now I've got some more. Oh no, I still can't do those things because I still haven't finished building the resistance comms. So in 4 days we can make contact with these two, but for now not so much. We've got a scanning site for alien alloys or assorted loot. Let's go for assorted loot. It sounds more interesting, and maybe we'll go after that one later. Oh, Zucker has recovered from wounds, therefore we can go and do some friendship time. So we want Ed and Zucker to become best friends. That'll take 6 days, but they'll have a gold star friendship then. And oh no, yeah, yes. So we get double 2 charges of advanced teamwork, and we get the dual strike trick, which is extremely powerful. And would have been very, very useful against the Archon King, except we managed to cheese him with the what do we call it? Repeater. Advanced explosives nearly ready. Oh, we've got the modular assault rifles. Nice. So now we can put even more toys into each assault rifle and make them even more shooty. Lovely. And we can now do a new covert action, and I'm sure there were some in here that I like the look of. The ability points is probably going to be the most useful, especially as it comes with an aim buff here. So let's go for that one. Who could do with an aim buff? Which one's aim? This one here. So we've got Cheese Wheel. Actually, Cheese Wheel has one of the highest aim scores in the entire squad. Despite being a grenadier. No wonder she keeps hitting stuff. That's excellent. Mango is a ranger. Doesn't need it quite so much because the trick with a ranger is getting them close enough that it doesn't matter whether they can aim or not. Mark's sharpshooter. Again, Mark as a sharpshooter doesn't matter so much. Ranger doesn't matter. Ranger doesn't matter. Specialist doesn't really matter. Let's give it to Tristan because I think having him able to shoot a little bit more accurately as the second sharpshooter would be quite useful. So we'll send him in to get the aim buff, and that means we then need to send someone in with him. So we'll send Pete because then we get we'll shorten the mission slightly, and we'll give them some intel to make things a little bit safer. Because I think I only need 120 to go out and discover the entire world. Do that.
Is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Then we go back to the bridge and continue the scanning. And there we go. We've now got the advanced explosives. And it says it's done it, but it doesn't tell me what it's done. Oh no, maybe it does. Oh, I see. We've learnt about an EMP bomb. So it upgrades your explosives. You get a novel type of explosive. Okay. Or maybe it just upgrades every weapon you... Oh, it upgrades every explosive except the one I actually use. Great. Okay, fine. Be like that. I don't think there's anything else in here that I care about. Let's save the money and not... Let's get another experimental ammo, because I might find something fun in here. But I think Talon rounds and blue screen rounds are the ones I actually care about. I think you can get incendiary and poison as well, but I don't really care about them because I try to kill enemies the turn we find them, so doing damage over time, not so useful unless it's something like the Chosen or the or one of the alien rulers. But I think I've killed all the alien rulers now. I think. Okay, we've got venom rounds, so as I say, I don't care about that. Let's not do any more of that because I'll just waste all my resources.
Resistance communications facility now operational.
Okay, I right-clicked because I wanted to do something else, but that's fine. So we'll stick Angus in there, and now we have fixed Beth's... what's the word? No, it's not. Oh, no, hang on. Where's persistent? I was going to say we fixed Beth's scaredy cat. Oh, interesting. So either persistent was scared of the Chosen because Beth was, or vice versa, or treating one of them has treated the other because they're bondmates. That's interesting. I was not aware that was a thing. I don't know quite how that worked. I was going to say, or perhaps I just can't take persistent in because she's tired and needs 3 days to recover. But she's the icon has disappeared, so I think that means she's cured. I guess we'll find out. And in a few days, we'll be ready to head out and try and deal with the assassin once and for all. Now we've got Beth back. Black site file.
Still can't believe it's come to this.
I got this
I truly hope those gruesome images
months ago.
are the worst of what we find today.
They're slaughtering us, Doctor. What could be worse?
We're about to find out. I patched the shadow chamber directly into the ship's computer. It's been sifting through the material we recovered non-stop since our return, cataloging sequences.
Genetic sequences in near infinite combinations, yet all bearing similar genetic markers. Human markers.
There must be thousands of them.
Tens of thousands, and the procedure is still nowhere near complete.
Which is why we need the ship's computer to find out where they came from, by cross-referencing them with the data we've managed to hack from the Advent network. It's an admission file from one of the gene therapy clinics.
Avatar. Just what exactly is in that vial?
In my worst nightmares, I would never have imagined.
Doctor.
I believe we have found the missing civilians.
That's impossible.
The gene clinics. Millions of people just looking for help.
Medically screened and selected. Suitable candidates taken to that contemptible facility to be processed, refined into the material we now possess.
But why do this?
I could not begin to fathom a guess at this point. There exists no research that would ever warrant this.
That you can think of.
Doctor. And these people are walking right into it. We may not know what they're doing with this stuff, but I think I can find out where it's going. Got it. It's a high-security production facility. Standard defensive complement.
Then I strongly suggest we pay them a visit, Commander.
Agreed. The information we gain could prove invaluable towards stopping the aliens' true agenda.
New objective added.
Couldn't the aliens have just taken a blood sample from each of the people who go into the gene therapy clinics and extracted their DNA from that? They don't really need to take them away and put them in a matrix coffin. Sure. Okay.
We're ready to move when you are, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest information.
Dum dum dum. Yeah, but according to the plot, the aliens don't want to eliminate the human race. I don't think they want to use the human genetic material to try and produce a sort of a superior race from the humans. So, yeah, it's a big mixing blend attack, as you say. Just sort of give it a big stir and see what comes out the other side. Okay, well, I can now start doing more research into the Codex brain because it's there and available, so I might as well. Oh, they want to... Okay.
Commander, we have the coordinates of the alien forge facility. I've marked its position on the map. We'll need to contact the local resistance before we can attempt to move in, though.
Right, so luckily that was a thing on my... was on my to-do list. Did we finish the... Yes, we finished the resistance comms, so we can start doing that now. We've got all of our soldiers nearly back now, so in a couple of days we'll be ready to go. That's not what I meant to press. So I guess we go down and we make contact with New Australia, and we see how things go. And all the enemy mods and kill
any of your loyal forces sent to investigate this site collapse.
What do all enemy mods do? Does it? Oh, I see. So it brings in lots and lots of extra different types of enemies. Yeah, I mean that could be interesting. I did. I was saying once I finished this, it's very tempting to go off and do the and play another run with lots of mods added in. Let's finish off the making contact while I'm at it. Just do that. Yeah, there we go.
We're picking up indications of the Elder's warlock actively working in this region.
Right. So now. Is there no... I was expecting an achievement for making contact with absolutely everywhere, but no, nothing happened. I'm pretty sure I've... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've made contact... Yes, I have made contact with absolutely everywhere. Oh, I see. So you get lots and lots of different teams. That sounds somewhat overwhelming, and I guess the point where you can just hide at the side of the map and let everyone else fight it out, and then go out and mop up anyone remaining, which is yeah, could be a way to do things. Okay, so I have a few options at this point. I could go after the assassin. I could go after the alien facility down here. I could go after the black... Well, no, I won't go after the facility. I could go after the black site down here. Is what I actually meant. Yeah, I can imagine it would be quite entertaining, but it probably wouldn't. It'd be entertaining for a mission or two, but it wouldn't make for a particularly good game. I was thinking that the one of the Star Wars Total Conversions looks like it'd be good fun. Go through and play with Star Wars characters. But also, but then someone mentioned Long War of the Chosen, and I think that does sound. It also sounds interesting. So we'll see what I feel like when I come back to it. So, yeah, bounty hunter being alien rules. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, Boba Fett will pop up from time to time. So in about 2 days we'll get Persistent back. So I think we'll take her along because then she can give Beth extra turns and vice versa. So we'll take that pair, and that pair. That seems like quite a good set for going in and dealing with the facility. So that will give us... What have I got? What do I have double of? So we have the we have Grenadier, Ranger. 2 sharpshooters. That's why we'd have the sharpshooter and the sort of the rangery sharpshooter, sniper and gunslinger. There we go. That's the one. I'm trying to play because this is my first proper run through XCOM 2. I thought I wanted to play with it. I'm not going to say vanilla because I've got a load of quality of life mods in here, but basically. No mods that will seriously change the gameplay, like making people recover from fatigue more quickly or stuff like that. So, I didn't want to have those sort of changes made.
My efforts fail.
Hooray!
Cannot be deterred.
Yes, you can. Right, so I want to get back whoever it was, Persistent, which is probably going to be about now apparently. Risk of adversity on all covert actions. Okay, sure. Is that? Do I now have Persistent back? View soldiers. Yes. Right. I think that means we're ready to go. Although Cheese Wheel's still a little bit low on the will recoveries, but I think she'll be fine for this mission. Yes. So let's go and do the black site one, and then maybe next week we'll take on the assassin. Actually, let's finish that because it's basically done.
People could use a hand in the field. Shouldn't be anything too.
Or alternatively, apparently we'll have a completely separate mission which will pop up instead. Oh dear. What are we doing here? Go in and rescue a scientist. Well, I have been saying I want more scientists and get some intel, which we can then spend at the black market, I suppose. Sure, let's go in and try and rescue some people then. I'm not going to ignore it. But we'll maybe try and send a B team along to do this one, so we're ready to do the other mission sort of more or less straight afterwards. So we won't have you, or you. Maybe you two. We'll see. Oh, that sounds quite nice. Having the guys more people wandering around on the Avenger. We get a few of them at the moment, but not enormous numbers. Sadly, we can't send Tristan and Pete out because they're busy on a covert op. I'm not sending Beth as discussed. We'll send Blake out because as sort of ranking soldier, and Peter as a specialist. So we've got a ranger and a specialist. So we could do with we really could do with a sniper. Well, a sniper isn't that vital actually. They're nice to have, but they're not absolutely vital. We do need some grenadiers, or at least one grenadier. So that means we'll take Ed. And if we're taking Ed, let's take Zucker. Especially now that they're best friends. Maybe we can get some more bonds going on with some of the other random people in the squad. How are your soldier bonds? You've got a reasonable bond with Madman and Saphir, and a bit with Blake. Actually, that's not too bad. I haven't added any extra voice packs in, or any extra armors or cosmetic stuff. It is just sort of quality of life to give me extra stuff to see and look at and enjoy that way. And to give me all the extra information, like this one. This is Team Dark Pink. We have if we look at the soldiers, they've all got different coloured bond ribbons, so you can tell them apart much more easily. So Mike has Talon rounds. That's probably quite good. Let's give Ed the blue screen, because I like giving blue screens to heavies, because the robotic enemies often have enormous amounts of health, and armor. So being able to hit them with blue screen and shredding is really, really useful. Al can keep that. That's fine. What should we give to Zucker? Give him Venom rounds. I mean, I don't know whether that's going to do any good, but it'd be an interesting one to try. Yeah, having someone sounding like Freeman would be interesting. Let's give you the skull. Let's give you as usual. Give you the skulljack and the med kit. And what do you want? Let's give you blue screen rounds because I don't have anything else to give you. Right. Let's think about armors then. So you've already got the zipline thing. Let's give you the mobility armor. Let's give you the wraith suit. That might even be even more effective because you can run through walls and things. And that, given that, we can't change your suit. Can't change your suit. Give you the heavy suit, which means you're going to lose one of your grenades. That's fine though. Load out. Warden armor goes into the war suit. We'll take the. Let's take the shredder gun because I want to try it, see what it's like. Advanced grenade launcher, beam launcher, 2 plasma grenades. No, one of those should be the blue screen rounds. There we go. I'll go through and think about weapons in a moment. Over here, do we have another special suit? Yes, we do. We also have the snake suit, so we'll give that to Blake. Serpent suit. There we go. Oh, interesting. He gets to keep the colour, whereas his normal colour, whereas Mark went blue. Maybe Mark's secondary colour is blue. I don't want you to take the bolt caster because that's a nonsense. We will take some shard guns now though, because I'd like to be able to run up and do enormous amounts of damage. So what do you get there? Expanded magazine. That seems fairly useful. That one's not so useful. Yeah, let's give you that one, and we'll have a look at the. Now we'll have a look at the weapon upgrades. So. Okay, well I shall enjoy trying the shredder gun out. I don't think you need an autoloader. Hair trigger is tempting. Stock is. All right, maybe we won't upgrade anything over here. We'll leave you with those as they are. Actually, hang on. No, that's fine. Yeah, I've been using the there's a similar attack that I think that the heavy get the grenadier. What a special thing that the grenadier gets, where they can fire out a massive cone of fire. It's called barrage or something like that. And yes, that is absolutely lethal, and I really like it. Right, let's give you a decent plasma rifle. So it's got a stock and a scope. That seems like a weird combination, as I was saying earlier. Or this one, which has got a laser sight and a hair trigger. Or we could have the prototype has a scope and a repeater. Alright, we'll give you that one. And then I think... Oh no, we can't upgrade it. No. Oh, because it's a special magic one. Alright, we'll leave you with that then. We need to give you the correct beam cannon. So we give you the energy cannon, which is stock and expanded magazine. Or we could have scope and stock. Let's give you that one. Seems reasonable. You're going to already be everything set up. Mike, you get a different. Oh no, that's quite a good plasma rifle. Advanced stock and superior scope. We've got a third slot for these now. So we give them an auto load. We give them a hair trigger. I'll give them a repeater. Let's give him an advanced auto loader, because he does tend to rip through a fair amount of ammunition. Right, and then we're done. That's everybody with stuff. Okay, let's go and let's go play.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
Right, begin mission. So hopefully this is just a sort of this is a non-storyline, non-sort of we're going to drop you in it type mission. So hopefully this one probably won't be too difficult, which is kind of why I brought some of the lower ranking people along. Ha! Yes, I'm very, very familiar with XCOM's aim abilities in the early game, which is why you tend to, which is why you use grenades so much, and possibly aerial positions if I possibly can. The snake suit looks silly. Right, so let's try to. I haven't been having a lot of luck with VIP rescue missions recently, so we'll try. The secret though, I think, is to try not to trigger the VIP, because until you trigger them, they can't be killed.
One of their field operatives is also on site to assist you in the rescue. Firebrand is standing by, but be careful. We'll have limited opportunities to set up a viable extraction point down there.
Okay. Right. So we've heard some enemies moving around over here, but we are in concealment at the moment. Let's lead with. Yeah, Zucker's probably quite a good one to lead with because of his increased mobility compared to some people. So if we move him over this way, see if we can spot anything. No, we heard something sort of over here, somewhere in this direction. So let's move to there. Given we're still in concealment, this is probably safe. Okay, that seems to be alright. Who's at the front? That is Mike. Okay, we'll move Mike to here first, and then probably to this doorway, assuming he doesn't see anything. Okay, there is another doorway out the other side of this room, but that's fine. If we move him to there, he's still in cover, and he can't see anything. Nice. So, in that case, let's bring Blake up to move up with him. Not surprisingly, he can't see anything. I mean, if the others can't, then I wouldn't expect him to. But at this point, I'm just trying to keep people together. So we've got keep the squad together, so they can keep each other safe, basically. And Peter, as a support, can stay at the back.
Got it covered.
I don't know. I mean, whilst having your troops be a little bit better from the beginning would be quite nice, but I feel that it sort of takes away from the whole XCOM-ishness of the game. Right, so there's some through here. Let's stick Ed over here by this one. I'm expecting there to be several big fights, but I'm getting reasonably cocky. I'm confident at the moment, so we shall see how things go. Are we making our way towards? Yes, we're making our way towards the VIP. This is a really big map, actually. I'm glad there's no timer on this one. Let's bring Blake up to here.
Location confirmed.
We kind of need to have these guys up near the front for the to use their powers. What if I put Al over here? Or up here? Yeah, that seems reasonable.
But I can reach it.
I was half expecting him to run out of there and find there was an alien hiding in this corner here where we hadn't seen him, but and we got away with that one. Peter can move to there, and Zucker, what are you? Oh, yes, you're the skirmisher, aren't you? Because you might as well go forwards with Al because you're not going to be much use.
Moving quickly.
You're less use at a distance. It worries me that I've not seen any aliens yet. I feel like I should have done, and we keep hearing them out this way, but we haven't spotted any yet. So I guess we just keep advancing, and I don't want to split the squad up too much because if we split them up, then they can't provide supporting fire for each other, of course. So things get dangerous. Still hearing them over on the other side of there. Still hearing them over there. Okay, I get the message. Let's put Zucker up here for a bit of scouting. Since we're still in concealment, we still can't see anything. Jeez, where are they all? Have they just gone off and left and gone off on holiday somewhere and left me on my own on this map? I mean, it's sort of nefarious activity I would kind of expect from them. Okay, let's move Al up. He's not very mobile. I kind of want to move him to here to take it, but he's not in cover there. All right, let's just move the squad up onto the top of here, and then see what we can do. Or some of them along here. Yeah, if we put Ed out here, ready to provide heavy explosive covering fire. Aha! We found some. I don't... Oh, okay, that's where they can see. So, we could, in theory, not fire the shredder gun at them. They're out of range of that. Fair enough. Can we get a grenade over that way? I could actually hit them all with a grenade from here and wake them up with that. We'd lose concealment, of course, but we're going to lose concealment anyway. That's a given. As soon as we attack anything. And I'm not going to try sneaking around the enemies, because whenever you do that, they always somehow magically find you, even when they shouldn't really be able to. So I feel like my best option here is going to be to get people into decent covering positions and then trigger that pod with a grenade and work it from there. So if I bring Blake up to here. And Mike... I can't put him there because there's no cover. I can put him here.
I'm on the move.
And then we can bring Peter up here to take up the other spot on the up high, because he's got a slightly longer range weapon. He's not carrying one of the shotguns. Okay, that'll do for this turn. Then next turn we can poke those aliens with a grenade, unless they run away like that. Okay, that's mildly frustrating. Yes, we know there's sounds over there. Thank you. We saw them earlier in the turn. Okay, I guess Zucker can carry on exploring. Put him down. I can put him down here. Then he's in good cover. He won't be able to see anything, of course. We now going to need to either move up into this area or wait for those guys to come back. And I don't really want to wait for them to come back. So let's move up to here.
I go.
That'll allow me to explore this corridor quite nicely. Okay, good. I think probably now bringing the rest of the troops into here is going to be the way to go. And maybe I can get someone over there. Maybe not this turn, but eventually I'll get someone over here to have a look, peek through the hole. But for now, yes, let's get all the let's get the short range people, the rangers, over to here.
Getting it done.
Who's that? That's Blake. Yes, Blake. I want you to come over here as well. Okay, you're not quite as quick as Mike, but you can move to there. Yeah, you guys, Al, you're also a fairly short-range person, so we'll move you to there. Ed, you can stay there, because we already found out you can lob a grenade all the way across the world. Get it through all of these holes over here and cause a massive explosion over on this somewhere over here. In fact, let's check that before I state that too emphatically. Because we checked this before, and he was able to put, yeah, okay, so you can put a grenade there, which will open up this wall nicely. But if we've got any of our guys in this sort of peeking through the windows, and that's why we know where the enemies are, it's not going to be quite so useful. So, I mean, I kind of want to have Ed. We could put Ed here, actually. Yeah, that's a good place for him. He's not going to be able to move very much if the aliens come back, but he's going to have a lot more range on his grenades and a much better chance of hitting stuff with his rocket, with his minigun. So let's go for an Overwatch now. There's only 2 of them overwatching. Okay, well, never mind.
I've got movement here.
Yes, thank you, Mike. We know about that. We know they're up there. Alright, let's sneak Mike forward to here and have a peek through. I'm worried that he's going to be close enough that he's going to spot some aliens that will spot him, even though he's theoretically concealed. But I think this will hopefully get a good view. Okay, there we go. They've moved over. They've moved over to here, so not too far. Yeah. I'm very concerned that I've only seen 1 pod. Oh, hey, welcome back, Mark. I'm glad you find my voice soothing. Or soporific. So where can I get a grenade to with you? Okay, so I can get to there, blow up all of them, and if I stick a couple of people on Overwatch on either side of this window, we might be able to do a certain amount of damage to them. So let's use Peter for this. And this is not. It's probably. I don't know. I don't know who's a good choice for this because I want someone with good aim, but I don't really have anyone like that in this on this mission. I could bring Blake up as well, but I kind of want to have. I'd like to be able to run somebody in with run and gun if things go a bit, or stab and stab if things don't go quite as I'd hope they would. And also, when I set off this grenade in here, I might find some more aliens. I don't know. Well, all right. Let's start things off with a bang. Let's put Mike on Overwatch, and then work it out from everyone else. So we'll put you on concealed Overwatch. You'll get discovered when Ed fires his grenade, and then we'll take it from there. So that's going to. It's not going to kill anybody, unfortunately. But it's going to seriously weaken them all, and we can then deal with them from that point. And I do like starting missions off with a bang. So, who's Mike going to shoot? Yeah. And is he going to hit them? He is! Oh no, it was a dodge, but it was a dodge for 5. Okay. So from previous XCOMery, I've got used to a dodge. Sorry, I got used to it from earlier in XCOM. I sort of expect a damage doing 5 damage to mean a hit, not a miss, which is a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to send Al in to go and zap this guy. I think Rend does 5 to 6 damage, 100% to hit. Let's just do that. And if he gets spotted, I can stick him into defensive, whatever. What do you call him? It. So he can come in here, he can do that. Lovely. He gets focus. Oh, and we've woken up a whatchamacallit thing, gatekeeper. That's not what I really wanted. On the plus side, I haven't woken up the VIP yet. On the minus side, we now have a gatekeeper to deal with. So Al is well, we could run him back into here and get him. Actually, we'd only get him to here, which would be low cover. I think he's probably going to be better off with parry. So we've got 2 sector pods, which are not particularly dangerous. We've got an officer, which is mildly dangerous, and a trooper, which is mildly dangerous. And we've got a gatekeeper, which is extremely dangerous. And our heavy has already been, and therefore we don't have any. We don't have shred available to us, so that's problematic. What's this? Skull mine. Okay. I think this might call for a mimic beacon if I can remember if the person who's got it hasn't already done something. Nope, the person who's got it has already done something. Oh dear. We might be in trouble. You've been, so I can't move you. So Peter can't get a shot off unless I leave him out of cover. Blake can move to here and kill anything except the... He can probably kill anything except the gatekeeper if I move him to here. He does have run and gun. I don't think that's useful at this point. I think moving him to here and taking out probably the officer is going to be the way to go at this point. Yeah, let's try for that.
Moving out.
Oh, we do have rapid fire as well. Well, and chain shot. Rapid fire against the gatekeeper. 18% to hit. I suppose it's the defensive bonus of the gatekeeper because it's got such a. But yeah, that's just not going to do anything. Chain shot is equally almost bad. Oh, frostbite. This has a potential. Oh no, the only one we can do it on is the advent. We can't use frostbite on the gatekeeper. Okay, that's a shame. Just straight up shots. 53, only 53% to hit here. I guess he is in cover. I feel like this, if I wanted to do damage, the sword attack is going to be the best one. He could come out here and almost certainly kill this officer, but that would leave him very, very exposed to absolutely everything else, and he doesn't even have parry like Al does over there. I could go for Overwatch, and I think because his best shot is only a 53% to hit, I think I'm going to go for Overwatch with him. You can go into parry, I think, because otherwise your chances of survival. Or alternatively, could move to not far. Get round here. That's in full cover. That's quite good. Actually, yes. Let's run to there instead of parrying. Ooh, no, he doesn't have a special friend. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do that then. Who does? Ed does. Oh, who's Ed's friend? Here's Zucker, who is not on this mission. No, hang on, that's Zucker. Yeah, right. Power of friendship. Let me think this one through. Can Ed see the gatekeeper? Yes, I know you're out of actions, but I want to know who you can see. So we could get 2 turns from Zucker, potentially, but that would use up the friendship is magic for the entire turn. If I put you here, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the gatekeeper. You have to be at least here to see the gatekeeper. So that would mean Ed would need 2 turns. So I think we're best not doing... There's no point in doing that. But I could bring Zucker to here and try and take out one of the Advent guys. Or the... Can you grapple anywhere useful? That's not useful. Can you grapple anywhere else? No. Okay, that's not useful. You got a slash... Why has Zucker got a slash attack? Oh, with the yeah, with the claw thing. I can't use whiplash or could you? All right, let's. yeah, yay gatekeepers. They're not. Yeah, no. I was going to say they're not too bad. That's a straight up lie. They are too bad. All right, let's move him to here, and then try and do something. So let's use whiplash first because it's free. So 39% to hit. That's not great, but you know it's free and it will be a kill if it hits. So I'll take it. Missed. Okay, fair enough. How about justice? That's a 64%er and is a guaranteed kill. Shooting is 58%, which is a smaller number. So therefore, let's do a justice on this officer. And miss again. Yeah, you're not filling me with confidence here, Zucker. Yeah, you're going to get shot at by probably at least 3 enemies. So let's put you into cover instead of doing parry, because I think parry wouldn't be sufficient. Peter, can you do anything? Can you do anything? You can get to here, join the sort of the general queue of everybody, and then 59%. We could take another shot at this guy. Surely he's going to have run out of luck at this by now. Yes, he has. There we go. Okay. So now we'll see what these guys do on their turn. That's unlucky, I feel, but okay. So all these guys are on tactical analysis, so they only get one move, which is going to help quite a lot. I'm trying to remember what these do. I think they explode after... Oh no, they explode immediately. And it's bringing corpses back from to life as well. I feel like... Oh no, that was the sectopods doing that. No, it wasn't. What? I feel that the enemy have had more turns than they deserve. The Gatekeeper was supposed to be on tactical analysis and therefore shouldn't have been able to do anything like as many things as he did. Oh, and got a mind control as well. Bloody hell. This mission has been significantly harder than I was expecting. Given what it just significantly harder than I was expecting, put it that way. Which is why I thought I could bring along some slightly lower ranked troops. Right, can we chain shot the Gatekeeper? We can. We have a 57% chance of hitting, as opposed to a 72% chance of hitting without. I think he needs to take the 72%er, to be honest, because I want to get hollow targeting on that thing and shred its armor. There we go. So it's lost its armor. It's presumably going to close at this point. Yes. Does it get some of its armor? Yes, it gets some of its armor back as well, which feels like hacks and shenanigans, but oh well. Not sure what to do about Zucker at this point. I still think I want to deal with the Gatekeeper, or actually, I could run and gun with Blake, get over there, and then. Yeah, both of these guys, both of my rangers, have got run and gun. Oh, he doesn't have rapid fire. Sectoids are extremely vulnerable to melee attacks, but I can't get anyone. I don't have the range to get to them. I think if we can take out the Gatekeeper though, then we lose both these zombies, and that only has another 10 health left. So I think let's. Well, I said 10 health, 13 health, because of the shields or the armor. Yeah, but if I put mind shields on everyone, then I can't carry any other toys. So it's a bit of a choice. It's a choice between mind shields and more exciting and other toys basically. So we've got 7 to 9 damage with him. That could be enough to take out the sectopod. Right. Okay. Let's go for this. So Blake, I want you to. I'm going to use all the run and guns at this point. Run and gun to here, and then hopefully take out that Gatekeeper at point blank range. And I want you to chain shot. Or do I want you to rapid fire? Probably rapid fire, because the other one is chain shot. Chain shot relies on the let's see. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how the probabilities work here. However, we have both of them, so we'll kind of use them there. Yeah, rapid fire on this thing. Sectopods in enemy unknown. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I played it. Oh dear, it explodes. I forgot they explode. Damn it. That was stupid. I forgot they explode when they die. Ah. None of you warned me. Right. Next up. Oh, I've got dual strike. That would have been good to remember. If I'd remembered I have dual strike on Zucker, then we could have had another shot from Ed, or I could have done the teamwork thing and had another shot from him as well. Yeah, I know the sectopods go boom. I've forgotten the Gatekeepers also go boom. So yeah, oops. Right, so where was I? Oh yes, I need to do a run and gun with Mike as well to get to here. This is not going to be... I don't know what my odds are going to be like for this. Not amazing, unfortunately. No, 90%. Okay, that's all right then. And it's a fairly likely to kill on if he hits. Yeah. There we go. That's what I needed, and that gets us Zucker back. So we're now down to one sectoid, taking out the zombies with the other attack. I feel that Peter should probably do some healing. But we'll worry about that in a moment because we are very nearly there. Zucker, if we move you forward to here, yes, you'll be flanking the sectoid, so it should be fairly good. Oh yeah, I'll patch up before we go and tag the VIP. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry. Right, this is another. Might be a kill, might not. Oh, it's a crit. There we go. That's spot on.
I need ammunition.
No, you don't. You've still got 3 rounds left. Right. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we just need to do some healing. So I'd like to. How do I? What? Oh, do you not have Gremlin heal? How do you not have Gremlin heal? That's ridiculous. All right, let's cuddle everyone up together next turn, and we'll do a heal then. Actually, probably only be able to do. And he only has 1 heal. Oh, I haven't trained Peter in the Gremlin heal shenanigan tricks things. Can we get that loot? Maybe we can. Where is the loot? Loot is there. No, we can't get. We can maybe get to. Let's do that.
Moving to position.
Yes, you can get the loot from there. Lovely. Advanced stock and a data pad. Don't really care about either of those, to be honest.
Asset secure.
And another advanced stock and an advent data pad. Okay. So you've got an extra move available because you killed a thing. Let's get you into cover then, just because it seems like a good idea.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Oh, I should have run him back for heals. Didn't think of that. Move you forward so we can have a decent Overwatch from here. And that's it. Overwatch everyone, which is just here.
My watch. Enemies on the move.
So still some enemies wandering around. Okay. Presumably, it says medkit heal, and it sort of flashed a big thing up around him. But I'm assuming that you can only actually use the heal on 1 person. I'm going to try. I'm going to move several injured people in towards him anyway, just in case that's not the case. This is some fairly poor positioning. I probably shouldn't be doing this like this, but never mind. Right, let's find out what the medkit heal does. Nano medkit heal. No, you seem to have to choose somebody for it. Yeah, that's a shame.
You're going to be fine.
Splurge. Yeah, so it did only get 1 of them, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. And he's now out of heals because I haven't spec'd him properly because I'm a muppet. That's something I should do for future time. Right.
Heading out.
You can stay there. You can move you forwards to here, I think. Actually, on the other side would have been better. Never mind. I'm hoping the enemies won't just pop out the door at this point. Let's move Mike away from there, just in case new enemies do appear. I'll put him, yeah, over here seems fair.
No problem, boss.
Right, and Overwatches.
Scanning. My senses are keen. Enemy movement ahead.
So we've been warned about enemy movement through there. This building is falling apart, but that's fine. I feel like it might be a good idea to go and investigate those enemies before tagging the VIP, because, as I said, I've learned the hard way that as soon as you wake them up, they become a lot more vulnerable. And I don't like my VIPs vulnerable. Let's move Mike over here, see if he sees anything. There we go. Okay, so we've got an Andromedan and a shield bearer. Not ideal, but we might be able to do something about them. Right. So, where is Ed? We need Ed because of all that shielding and health and stuff. Move him to. And I need him to be able to see the Andromedan, which means somewhere down here. But there's no cover. Okay, well we just need to one-shot the Andromedan then, basically. So if we move him to here.
No problem, boss.
Then he can chain shot the Andromedan at 20%. Okay, we're not doing that at 20%. 35%, still not amazing, but that'll get what was I trying to say? That I was going to say that'll get hollow targeting on him. Then we can bring Zucker down here as well, and do dual strike on the Andromedan. Still not amazing chances to hit, to be honest. I should have opened with a grenade in hindsight. That would have been much better. Yeah, I definitely should have opened with a grenade. Probably even a grenade like if I'd done that, if I'd opened with a grenade like this, then I'd have still been able to get down the heavy damage from the yeah, if I'd done that, it would have made him a much easier hit for absolutely everybody. Oh, that was such a fail. But I kind of need to take that one down. So I'm going to move a bit closer, and then I'm going to use chain shot. Like that. Yeah, there we go. This is more the sort of damage I was getting for. Right. Yes, the Andromedans are far scarier than the shield bearers, which is why I was trying to take it on first. Now at least it only has melee attacks. Who do I have left? So you got a kill. Blake got a kill, so I can pull him back and put him into cover, like that, or at least, yeah, like that, because he's already kind of hurt. Although actually, that said, Mike isn't much better off. Al has 100% to hit. I could have him do a change location with an enemy, and then we'd be able to deal. Who else have we got? We've got Peter here, and Al. That is it. That's a stun strike. What does that do? Strike an enemy with psionic force, knocking them backwards. I don't know how good that's going to actually be. Rend would do 6 to 7 damage, but then he'd be in very, very easy range of punching for the. Oh, but he can. Oh no, that's fine, because if he does a Rend attack, he can then go into parry mode, and he'll be completely safe. So let's do that. Now we can parry, which means he is immune to damage from getting punched by the Andromedan. I'll move Peter forward. Who do I shoot with Peter? That's the question. Because the shield bearer is probably just going to put a shield up. So if I can, it's probably worth trying to kill the Andromedan. Especially as Mike is in partial cover over there. He's probably not going to be able to kill the Andromedan though, because he's only going to do 7 points of damage probably. But I think it's probably worth taking the shot anyway. I'm just a bit worried that he's going to be flanked and get shot at by the shield bearer. But no, let's move along to here. And has he got haywire protocol? No, he's. Why can you not haywire protocol? Oh, you can only see that one. Ah, we moved to the wrong place. He can't see the Andromedan, so he can't hack it. I could do combat protocol, which does 4 guaranteed damage. But that's fairly pointless against the shield bearer because it's not going to be fatal. Or I could take a shot, which is also not going to be fatal. Has 61% to hit. You know what? Let's do combat protocol because it'll make the shield bearer that much more killable next turn. In hindsight, should have made sure I moved him to a position where he could see the Andromedan because it'd have been much more effective against the Andromedan because it's now a robot. But that was a bit dumb. Oh well. Yeah, so he's just put a shield up. That's fine. The Andromedan is now shielded, which is going to make it a bit more of a pain to kill, but that's fine. He's going to try and attack Al, but that's, again, he has parry, so that's fine too. Let's move forwards and. No, I mean we're going to be able to kill both of these this turn. They've got like that's 13 health on that one and 8 on that one plus 3 armor. They're not going to be difficult kills to get. Vaults. Oh, interesting. No, let's just do another rend attack here. That's going to knock out its shell, or I could come over and rend the other guy. Yeah, let's do that through the wall. That makes him going to make him very, very well covered. So there we go. That's taking his shield out at least. And now if we can get Ed to potentially put down. No, we'll get Ed to do this one because he's got the blue screen rounds. There we go. And now, if we get Mike to come in here and do a slash attack, 91 to hit, goes straight through armor by the looks of it, and it doesn't really matter even if it doesn't. That's an almost guaranteed kill. Let's take that one. There we go. Nice. Oh, I didn't give either of them the throwing axe weapon. That was a minor mistake. Oh well. Right, now we'll move forwards a little bit. We'll regroup. We'll sort of regain our everything. Try and find some sort of strategically sound positions to hold, and then we'll poke the VIP and wake him up. You guys. Oh, you do need a reload.
Reinitializing weapon.
Let's put you here, I guess, because that's cover. Yep, you're in suitable cover. Oh, yeah, Ed went. I remember. Yeah, you're in a fairly good position there. Have you got? No, you haven't got another move. All right, that'll do. We'll go on Overwatch here, and then next turn we'll ping the VIP, and then we can hopefully evacuate. So, Peter, I would like you to come in here and say hello to the VIP. Oh, hi. And here come the reinforcements. Okay, well.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for evac. We've got multiple contacts closing on your position. It's an ambush. Hold your ground.
Okay, so now we can move everyone into suitable positions for resisting said ambush. So we've got a flare there and a flare there. So if we take up positions over here. Alright, well, let's get the VIP into a safer looking position, like out here. And then get all of my troops into positions where they can overwatch where the enemies are coming from. It'd be nicer if I could get him a little bit closer, but I think he's just going to have to stay over here. Where's the fire? Okay, fire is there. So put him there, and he's going to be able to see, and he's going to be in cover. Actually, that said, we're going to get another turn before they get to do any shooting, aren't we? So they're going to appear and do whatever they do. We can all be on Overwatch and shoot them. Then we can reposition into cover based on where they go and see how things go. So this is going to be still going to be tricky though. So I'll get Mike all the way over to here, and he can Overwatch from there. And similarly, Al, we'll need you to be a bit more front and centre. Is there anyone left? Not you. Ed, I mean, you're in a pretty good position there, to be honest. When they drop in, you're going to be able to mince them fairly well. Peter, I think you've got quite a good view from there. You're not as covered in as much cover as I would like, but actually, I think that's Nonetheless, I think it's a good enough position for this turn. So let's have you hunker down. Yes. And then we'll put everyone else on Overwatch. Hopefully we'll do some serious damage to the... Oh, I should have reloaded Ed. Damn it. But as they drop in... Oops, that's a Viper. I've not seen one of them for ages. I know, and when we get two at once, and a pair of Archons as well. Oh, that's not too bad. So who's going to move first? The Archon, right. And... one down. It took 3 of my guys to shoot it though, but... Okay, that was 4. So we've got 2 people left to shoot, and these guys over here are going to move how? Miss, and... another miss. Okay, well, that's our lot. Snake has come in here, which is kind of okay, I guess. Are you dropping more? Oh, you're dropping another flare on us, I see. Okay. Now, this isn't too bad. We've taken out 2 of the enemies who've dropped in here. So we've taken out the Snake and the first Archon. So we've just got the second Archon and the second Snake. So I guess we'll just blast the Archon from here because we can. 86%. That's not too bad. Actually, doing a reload first would be nice. So let's take a reload. And then blast the Archon. 86%. It'll take off half its health. I could do a chain shot, but that's only 71 to hit, and I think it's not worth it. I'm going to do the straight up just shoot. Okay, there's 10, and it's made it easier for the next person to hit as well, which is great. Now I might get Ed's friend, wherever he is. Oh, here he is, up here, to give him an extra turn. Because if we can put Ed back on Overwatch, he's going to do a lot more damage than Zucker would be able to. So we'll probably leave Zucker up there and not shoot with him. For the rest of them, well, you're pretty close. You're empty though, so we'll have a reload.
Good to go.
Yeah, this is where I wish I had a friend for him as well. But I guess we'll just we'll take a pot shot at the Archon. This is a guaranteed finish. No, he's got 8. It's probably not going to be a kill then. Maybe with someone else? Let's have a look at who else we've got. I would like to send Mike in here to deal with this, to dispatch this snake. What would a stab do? 100% to hit, 8 to 10 damage. Yeah, okay, that's a guaranteed kill. Let's do that then. Nice. Very, very nice. We've just got this Archon left. You're not going to do very much damage to us at all, are you? Oh, actually, what does this do? It would do 6 to 7, which is definitely not enough. We could have Peter shoot it, which is 100% to hit, and would do 7 to 9, so there's a good chance of a kill there. Let's take that one. And, of course, it rolled low. Great. In that case, we'll have Altruis take it out with... what are our options here? We've got an 87% with a pistol, or we've got 100% with the Rend. Let's take the 100%. I'm not messing around here. Right, there we go. That did take nearly everybody's turn to deal with those the available enemies, which is a bit of a shame. We'll stick you on parry because we might as well. We'll stick you on hunker down because again might as well. Then Zucker, I want you to give an extra turn to Ed, and I want Ed to go onto Overwatch because he's going to do a lot more damage to whatever drops in. Oh, and Zucker can still go on Overwatch anyway, even better. Of course, because he gets two moves. Blake, yeah, you can Overwatch too. That sounds good to me. And then we have an enemy drop in here, like that. What's this? A Purifier, okay. And so that's just a Trooper, okay. And we might actually kill both of those this turn. Well, we might have been able to if we'd spread the fire out correctly. We might have been able to kill them both in that turn. But There is just one purifier left, so I mean, I don't want to run over and stab him because that'll blow him up. That'll get somebody will get blown up. But if I move Ed up to here, he's going to have a flanking position, and he can just absolutely rinse him. That should be fine. So from here, 100% to hit. He does 8 to 10 damage, and he's got 12 health, effectively. 86 chain shot. No, let's go for the guaranteed damage. And then we need somebody else to do 3 to him. And that could be one of the slightly less dangerous people. Like, how about you? What do you think? You're 100% to no, we're not doing that because it'll probably explode. 92% to hit, do 3 to 6 damage. Yeah, alright, I'll take that. That's why we didn't run in and stab him. Just in case that happens. You can continue to hunker down, because you're in a pretty good place. You guys, where's it dropping? It's dropping in over here. Okay. I feel like I should move... Yeah, let's advance a little bit. So we'll move Mike up to here.
I can handle that.
And Peter up to here. So they've both got very good views of whatever happens, whatever pop drops in over here, and we'll be able to just blast them like as we like. Zucker, you'll probably just give Ed another turn, to be honest. Blake, let's move you somewhere where you've got a better view, like here.
Position confirmed.
And then yes, we'll have Zucker again. You can do Power of Friendship. Give Ed another turn because he does a lot more damage than you do when he does reaction fire. And then we'll put hang on, let's tab through the people quickly. Okay, so Peter is running out of ammo, but he's got enough. In fact, everyone has enough to do another. Take it to do an Overwatch. That's what matters.
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch. Moving to it.
I almost feel sorry for whatever drops in here. Purifier and a Muton. Okay. I mean, they're not going to survive very long because we've got like 5 people on Overwatch. I was thinking it would be nice if Ed could shoot first, but oh come on, please hit them. Thank you, kind of, eventually. Okay, and we've got another flare dropping in here, and there's our flare. Right. And loot's expired. Don't care about that.
We picked up a lull in their forces. It looks like they're running out of reinforcements. Let's get moving before that changes.
Okay, so we need to reload here, and I need to put him back on. I was going to say I could probably run in a Skulljack. Actually, that would be entertaining. Okay, Mike, where can we get you to? Get you a flanking shot, ideally. Oh, you've run out of ammunition as well. Oh, you get a free reload though. That's convenient.
It's killing time.
We can't get you into a flanking position, which is a bit upsetting. And what if we Wraith? Now we can get into a flanking position by cheating.
Seems doable.
Just run through the walls, yes, because why not? And then, yes, please. I'm not sure why Mike isn't carrying a shard gun. I meant to give all my Rangers shard guns, but apparently I didn't. So, yeah, it's nice that the Wraith suit came in useful, actually. I appreciate that. Right, let's just get this guy out, because there's no point in him hanging around. There we go. So we're getting another drop. Yeah, well we can't leave this turn because Mike is over here having been doing that stuff, and Ed wouldn't have quite made it to the evac zone anyway. So we needed the extra turn. So let's move Ed to here, and we can stick him on Overwatch. Yeah. From where they are now in general, these people over here all have can easily get out on the next turn. Even if I move him to here, he probably still can. But let's move them to here. And again, I'm taking the... We'll take the easy shots. We don't need cover because the enemy aren't going to be... There's no point where the enemy are going to be close enough to us. Sorry, the enemy aren't going to get a turn, so therefore cover is not needed. And yeah, Overwatch again. This is where we've had a gatekeeper drop in or something ridiculous like that. That's a trooper. And... Oh, an Andromedan. Okay, that's scary. I don't want the Andromedan to be here, thank you very much. Let's move first, which is good, because then we get an edge shot first, which is even better. Oh, we got an execution. Nice. Execution is slightly less effective when it's an Andromedan, because it only half kills it. But still, that's pretty nice. We don't have another flare at this point. Let's just... First things first, let's move Mike from there because he's furthest away. So we'll run him all the way to here. We aren't leaving this turn because even with running through things skills, Mike can't get to the evac point. Ed can absolutely murder that Andromedan shell though, so we'll do that. Nice. I do like blue screen rounds against these sort of things. We'll move everyone as far as we can blue move them, at least to make sure they're within a sort of a blue move of escaping. For those who can. Yes, you can get up here as well. And you can't. I don't see where you're at blue move. Oh, down there. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, and then we'll just stick everyone on Overwatch again. Probably nothing will drop in this turn because we haven't seen a flare, but I imagine there'll be another flare that will pop up this turn. No, maybe not. Okay, right. Let's. Oh, somebody has an extra thing because they're standing on the doohickey. They can leave. Right, now we've got another turn, so now we can move Ed to here. No reloading for you, and Peter and. Whoever that was. Oh, it was Zucker, wrong person. Mike. Whatever you say. Can we have that guy, please? He's the other one we need to move up. Right, there we go. That's the entire squad in the departure zone. Let's all go. Heading home. So we had one rather unfortunate turn in the middle of that, where we accidentally discovered a gatekeeper when we didn't really have the firepower left that turn to do anything too serious to it. Other than that, things went pretty well. But that one turn that went badly, yeah, we got 4 people wounded. The gatekeeper absolutely wrecked us. Basically, we needed to drop that first as an absolute priority, and I just didn't. And I discovered it too late in the turn because I ran somebody in because he was a sword person, and things went badly. Well, I say badly. We got 4 people wounded, which is definitely bad. So, however, we did get a lot of kills. Ed managed. Ed only got 3 kills, but he did do 95 damage because he has a really big gun. His accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired, but his damage output is pretty nice. I'm impressed that he managed to get Kill Stealer when whilst only getting 3 kills. That seems to be quite an achievement. Peter only got 2 kills, but then support character. That's to be expected, and he did quite. His shot accuracy was fairly good. Zucker only got 1 kill, possibly due to getting brainwashed, but also possibly due to me not being very good at using the skirmishes, if I'm being honest. Sorry about that. Did do 10 damage. Terrible shot accuracy. Did blow some stuff up though. Mike got MVP with 5 kills and 54 damage and 100% hits, and also enormous amounts of running around as well. Blake got 5 kills as well, 54 damage, reasonable shot accuracy. And Al managed 3 kills. Okay. Many numbers, so let's take a mission photo. Let's not zoom in quite that far because then we can't see anybody. Let's pan the camera around like that, and I think I want people to be high up in this photo if I can manage it. That'll probably do, actually. Maybe we'll zoom. Fill the frame a little bit more. Blake looks kind of silly in the snake armor, but that's my fault for putting him in the snake armor, I suppose. Right, and continue.
armed engagement today between peacekeepers and XCOM dissidents were deemed false by Advent officials. Citizens
Alright,
are
and here we are on our way back.
the investigation is completed.
Ed did the most damage, Al was most under fire, and Mike moved the furthest. Well, he's a ranger. You kind of expect it. So that was not the best mission. We did complete the mission. Nobody died, but we did pick up a fair number of injuries. So it's, yeah, not ideal, but could have been a lot worse. And we got promotions for Ed and Mike though out of it. That's good. So it could have been a lot worse. And quite a lot of tiredness going on here. But to be honest, we won't be using these guys for a little while now. And we recovered a scientist and two advanced stocks and two advent data pads, which I think might have been a glitch, but you never know. I suppose I'll take them both just for funsies. Having the extra intel at this stage isn't going to be all that useful, though. We've got a bit too far into the mission for that to be particularly useful. Yeah. All that intel is going to be a bit unnecessary. The reducing research time is still going to be useful, though. And okay, so we've got the resistance comms down here. We've got an engineer in there. We've got... Do we have a spare engineer at the moment? No, we don't. So we need to pull an engineer out of somewhere. Let's take you out of there. Okay. Let's take... That's a gremlin. Can we take you out of there temporarily? Nope. I need to pull an engineer out of somewhere. Oh, okay. Nope, can't go from there. How about there? Can I pull you out for a moment? I can. Good. So I can put you into the workshop now that I've upgraded it. Good. And that means that now this one down here can be can be run by a gremlin instead of a real engineer. And so can this one. This can also have an additional gremlin. Like that. And then that means we can put a spare engineer in here to improve the healing rate for all these people who got wounded on that last mission. What's this? This is a power relay. Don't care about that. Don't really care about that one. We can put it back in the resistance ring now to speed that up again. Okay. So basically, what I did there is, if you put an engineer into a workshop, then they run two gremlins, each gremlin can effectively work as an engineer in an adjacent room. So, for example, this one here is being run by. So in here we've got Felix and Sarah, and this one down here is Felix's gremlin, Sarah's gremlin, Felix's other gremlin, and Sarah's other gremlin. So we're running all of these extra rooms off the two engineers in here. So it basically doubles their effectiveness putting them in a workshop. Now, if I knew a bit more about the game when I started playing, I'd have put the workshop in a slightly different place, but never mind. It's working quite well now. We are using all of the gremlins, I think. Although that said, why do we need a... Oh, it halves project times. I don't really need that gremlin in there. Let's take it out and perhaps put it in over here instead, just because... Not that we need any more power, but it seems like feels slightly more useful there. I don't know. Okay, I wasn't listening to a word Bradford said. Let's do those promotions and then call it a night, and I'm going to go to bed. So, who have we got? We've got Ed. You have upgraded yourself to captain. No, you haven't. Wait, what? Oh, it's being weird and XCOM-y. It wants me to do it through here, perhaps. Ed, we will promote you. Ka-ching. There we go. So you've been promoted to Major, which means you get either Salvo or Hail of Bullets. Hail of Bullets is quite nice for those times when somebody's in a ridiculous level of cover and you can't get at them. You can use Hail of Bullets and you're guaranteed to hit them. Alternatively, Salvo will also open up cover in a slightly more destructive way and allow you to then shoot them as well. They're both good. I think since we're going down the heavy gunner approach over here, let's take Hail of Bullets for now, and I'll probably give him Salvo as well. In a minute, we'll go and have a look at Ed again in a moment. Mike, promote you. What have you got? What are you? You've got up to Captain, so we can have Implacable or Bladestorm. Bladestorm, I think, is better out of those two because the having the extra move is rarely useful. I mean, it's a nice thing to have, but it's not that important to me. So we'll give him Bladestorm because that's occasionally when somebody runs right past you. It's really, really nice to have. In fact, I probably should have parked my other Ranger on top of the flares each time they came down, but then he'd probably have ended up stabbing a purifier to death, and they'd have exploded, taking him out. So it's probably a good thing I didn't really. So let's have another look at Ed's extra abilities in here. So what else has he unlocked? Oh, he didn't get any extra bonus ability in here. Salvo costs 14. I think that's worth having. I'm going to buy that, even though it's going to cost a chunk of the XCOM XPs. The rest of these I don't think I particularly care about. Does Cheese Wheel not have Hail of Bullets? No, she doesn't. Let's give Cheese Wheel Hail of Bullets, because that's a really nice one to have in certain situations. Those are my two heavies, aren't they? My two grenadiers, aren't they? Yes, those top two grenadiers anyway. We do have Sophia down here at the bottom somewhere. We'll gradually, maybe get him promoted a little bit more. Maybe we won't. We shall see how that goes. Let's see what extra things Mike has unlocked. Salvo. I'd never remember he's got it. That's the problem. So there's no point in buying that for him. I don't care about Implacable. I don't really care about Concealment. I've got a Reaper for that on the rare occasions when she's actually ready to go out and play. Okay, so that mission turned out to be a bit harder than expected, mostly due to the unexpected discovery of a gatekeeper halfway through a turn. But we made it. We managed to rip through the reinforcements we popped up really quite quickly. So I'm pleased with how that part went. But the earlier part of the mission wasn't quite so good. So I am going to. Oh, okay, there's a. Not now. There is an intel available, but I've got more intel than I know what to do with at this point. So we have two things now to do next week. One is go after the facility down here, and the other one is go after the assassin. Both of those I want to do with my A team, basically my best troops. And they are all ready and raring to go now. I would have gone off and done that an hour ago when I was talking about it, but that other mission popped up, so I thought I'd better take that one on. So yes, next week we shall go and take on this mission here, the Black Site in New Australia. And then once everyone's recovered from that, we shall go and take on the Chosen. So next week is going to be a big week. We're going to have some big enemies to deal with that next week. So please come back and join me again then when there'll be lots more exciting stuff happening. But for now, this is the end of the stream. So as ever, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on Thursday for the Factorio stream, and keep an eye out for all the videos that are coming out as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.